right, looks like we're live on all of the things now. Kick YouTube chat over here. Looks good. All right, let's get this party started. Super excited. Let me tweet it out, and then we should be good to go. The multi-streaming grind is real, man. All new stuff. Let's tweet this bad boy out. Live. Teaching you Elestrals Clash. What's up, Mac? Let's tweet it out, let people know. And let's get it going. We're gonna kick this party off by building a new deck. I'm gonna be kind of taking a deck actually from my buddy The Law. But it's a deck that I've iterated off of, and it's a deck that I'm a big fan of. And that is Waspivy. So let's mess around with it. Let's build it out. I'm gonna basically take his build and then tweak it, you know? So what's up, Hunter, Pac-Mania, Savage, and Daniel Charney? What's good, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm gonna build the deck real quick, and then I'll break it kind of all down for everybody in terms of how it's meant to work, kind of what some of the cool things you can do are with it, and you know, kind of some of the primary objectives. Definitely gonna want that. Let's see here. What am I missing? I need 3 of these guys. We're gonna need Hephaestus, wherever he might be. There he is. We just got one of him. And then I think we're at Astrabbit and Galaxy. And that should get us the Elestral lineup. Thank you, Voldy. Appreciate it, man. We obviously want our 3 Ambrosias. And again, I'll talk through this whole list here shortly. We can fit Scythe the Demeter in here, which is cool, because you're using a lot of artifacts. And then you're also using Tunic, which I really like. This deck has 3 PTA, which I like as well. 3 shields, which is good. You could fit Earthquake in because you're natively on Earth. And then, what am I missing? I'm at 36. So I got my shields. I'm missing Necklace and 3 Gorgons. And that should be it. I think I got the whole deck. So let me just name it. And let me do the spirits real quick, and then we'll revisit. Spirits were 2 water. 2 thunder, and then 7 fire, it looks like, which feels a little high. And then that's 9 earth. Yeah, okay. So let's keep that, and let's take a peek at the deck. All right, cool. Hey, sounds good, Brizzle. Love it. What's up, Swampbird? How's it going, man? Can I ask why you don't do Pokemon stuff anymore? Because I'm the creator and CEO of Elestrals, man. I run this company with over 100 different people working on it. We have multiple different projects. I write the card effects. I balance and test the game. I do the social media. It's a full-time job running Elestrals, man. So I'm chasing my dream, creating my own monster catching game. And this is a huge step for us as we have our free-to-play digital client. So again, this deck was built by Law as part of his most recent post. I think I got it all covered. So I'll break it down, kind of what the objective of the deck is. But very excited about it. And then today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play Elestrals. And I'll be going through different mechanics and answering questions about it and just hopping on the ranked ladder and having some fun. So let's talk a little bit about this deck and kind of the main objectives here. So this deck functions around a card called Cyanectar. Cyanectar is a card that can turbo into its Ascension Waspivy very quickly when you use certain runes, right? So when you use Poison Tunic or Poison Tipped Arrow, you can turbo into Waspivy. And what makes Waspivy really strong is Waspivy is a card that is unaffected by counter runes, meaning that your opponent can't interact with it on your turn, which is huge because a lot of Elestrals is how you interact with your opponent during their turn to disrupt their gameplay. This card can't be interrupted, and it has a pretty good stat line. 8 attack is really good. There's some flaws. There's definitely cards in the game that beat this card and, you know, kind of make it not super great. But when it works in the mid to late game, it can be very powerful. A lot of people also forget about its second effect, which burns the opponent for 3 if they destroy it in battle. So that's something else they have to kind of play around. We've got an offensive package here of Viscerus, the 2 different Viscerus. This one is limited to 2 copies. This one is the 3rd copy, essentially. And these cards allow you to put on an offensive pressure to your opponent by snowballing into each other and being able to get more Viscerus to the field, which is very advantageous. The next piece of the puzzle here, we've got a couple other pieces. Equal Ink's just one of the strongest cards in the game. It can blow up back row. It's limited to 1 copy. And then you have our fire package. And the fire package is really important because this card here, Volcarius Champion of Hephaestus, this card allows you to find the Divine Hephaestus, which can find your artifacts. This also allows you to cast artifacts for free, utilizing spirits in your underworld. So you basically heal every time you use this card's effect, which is really powerful, considering one of the primary pathways to ascend Cyanectar into Wasp Ivy is indeed Poison Tunic, and Poison Tunic is an artifact. So you're using your Valkyries to find your Hephaestus, to find your Tunic, to cast it for free with Cyanectar on the field, and swarm your opponent with those various Elestrals. That's the main objective to the deck. You've also got some good stuff in here. Astrabit, just really strong for finding additional resources. Galaxy is a really good removal tool because it swaps the stats of opposing Elestrals. And Kinleo is one of the premier removal tools because when it can utilize Nexus as its effect from the Hephaestus or otherwise, you can destroy Elestrals and just generate tremendous amounts of advantage. So that's the general rundown of the deck. I do want to go upgrade a few of the cards in the deck since we're going to be using it. I did unlock the Cyanectar, so we're going to level this bad boy all the way up. You watched me growing up playing Pixelmon. Where you been? I've been creating Elestrals, man. How are you? Thanks so much for tuning in. This is my game, Elestrals. I've been working on creating this over the last couple years. We have a physical trading card game, and we have just released our digital TCG, which you can enjoy right now. That's what I'm playing. It's available for free. We're going to upgrade our 2 Wasps. I'm a big Wasp Ivy fan. I do like to mess around with a slightly different build than this one, which includes a card called Sprouter. Thank you, Sergio. Very kind of you. What's up, Geological? Sprouter is pretty sweet, but we're gonna try Law's build first because he seems to have a pretty good idea. So we're gonna go with the Wasp Ivy. We got some upgrades. Let me see if there's any boards that I could go with. I don't have the Shipwreck board, which is brutal. Galaxy we should get today. I want the Meadows board, but I think that's a Clash Pass. I think we got to go to Clash Pass for that. How far are we? Oh, yeah, we're not very far at all. You got to really... I could skip the levels if I want to get that board. Where is it? I think it's down here, isn't it? The Full Art Earthquake, and there's the board, so we're going to have to grind our way up. What's up, Caitlin? How's it going? Missed you, aDrive. Thank you, Nicholas. How's it going? No more Pokemon period? No, I actually do plan to play in the upcoming... I'm going to play the new game, but... All right, so 2 is where people are at. I am not there yet. I am 5. So we have a lot of grinding to do to catch up. So... How long until we make a Pokemon-like game? We're actually working on our RPG game right now. So if you follow, I have updates there. Okay, so this is how a game of Elestrals starts. You draw by 5 cards, okay? Your hand is mixed of Elestrals and runes, and that's what we're looking for. This is a very good hand, in my opinion. My strategy of utilizing Wasp Ivy is something we're going to try to use in the mid to late game. In the early game, we want to set up our pieces, and that's exactly what our hand allows us to do. Valkyries is an incredible opener because it can cast itself to the field and search out one of my key cards, which is Hephaestus. Hephaestus is very strong because it allows me to find the artifact runes in my deck that I need to be able to activate the effects that I want to activate. So I will grab a Hephaestus here. I'm actually not going to use the Hephaestus at this point. It's a little early, and I invite my opponent to utilize a Lavalith if I do. So we're just going to set some back row here to protect myself. I did invent this game. I am the creator of the game. I'm also the CEO, too. All right, so we're going to let it be there. So I sent 2 back row there. That's going to give me an opportunity to respond to my opponent if they play to try to stop my Valkyries. My objective is to save my Hephaestus right now. This is a very powerful card for me. We're going to be playing against spiders. That means my opponent is going to be looking to generate draw advantage with this card called Arachne's Lair. And there is a Kite Mite. So they're going to start this advantage engine off right now with their Kite Mite. And that's actually a-okay. We're not going to try to interact with that. Where can you play Elestrals? You can download it for free right now on Steam, guys. Elestrals Clash is available for free on Steam. So here's the interaction with Kite Mite. It disenchants to be able to search for another Mite Elestral to start getting its engine properly established. Our objective here is most likely to interrupt this. Although, why didn't it let me... Oh, I have PTA. Okay. So here comes Warmite. Warmite's going to allow my opponent to draw. And they're going to be able to generate some advantage here, which is exactly what they do. We're going to be getting our attack dropped here by the Valkyries. For some reason, I thought I had Gorgons, but I don't. And now the Warmite is likely going to declare an attack into my Valkyries, at which point I'm probably just going to bounce it back to hand. We're going to be looking to try to establish our board state. There's a Torch of Hesiod, so that's actually even more reason for us to make the play I want to make. Are you the guy that crashed out Pokemon Unite just banning whenever you lose? I haven't played Pokemon Unite in years, brother, so I don't know what you're talking about. That's not me, man. You got the wrong guy. I am known for shiny hunting Pokemon, though. I did shiny hunting for a long time, but I've been focusing on creating my own game, Elestrals, for the last couple years, so I haven't done a ton of Pokemon stuff. Shield of Achilles is a staple counter rune. It negates effects, or negates attacks, rather, and pushes cards to the hand, back to the hand. So I stopped his attack, it pushes it back to the hand, and then I saw some of his cards. He's running a Spider, pig hybrid deck, so I do have to be mindful of that. Clash is coming to iOS and Android devices at the end of the year. So it's in early access right now on Steam, which is for free for everybody. But it'll be in early access for the end of the year. That's a great draw for us. I would love to generate more advantage here. I think this is actually an opportunity for us to expend to draw. We're going to expend an Earth Spirit here and look to draw an additional card. That's a great draw for us. I'm kind of thinking of getting my Hephaestus established right now, but at the same time, it's not super necessary. We're going to just utilize our opportunity to just chip away here, deal some damage to my opponent. At this point, if I can draw into my Cyanectar, I will likely start to engage that strategy, but we're going to wait and see. No date for the RPG, no. What would you prefer players to learn from, the app or the physical cards? Well, we created the app as a way to allow players to learn the game easily online without having to spend any money, and we believe the physical card game stands for itself. That's why we're in over 400 stores across the world, and we're continuing to grow as an independent trading card game. But the digital client is really important for that, you know, as part of that puzzle, because it gives people the opportunity to learn the game and do it from the comfort of their home, which I think is really valuable. So you guys can always download for free right now. Make sure you guys drop a follow, by the way, if you are new. But stay tuned. We're gonna have more updates related to our RPG over the coming, coming months. So, all right. So we're kind of in the same period of interaction. I'm gonna Shield of Achilles again. This is the second time I'm making this play. We're gonna utilize some of those spirits here. I'm not really gaining the advantage I want right now. I'm able to stop his attacks and keep my Volcaries around, but we haven't pushed any sort of advantage right now, which is not ideal. Like I'd rather have like a Tsunami or something, but I draw into another shield, so I keep finding the exact card I need here. The problem is my opponent continues to accrue advantage as well, so that's something we have to be very mindful of. And we pull another Volcaries. That's good for the next turn. We're gonna set that face down. Neither of these two cards I really want to engage with right now. I want to use them in response to my opponent, not the other way around. So I think now I'm probably going to let my Volcaries go down. We have enough back row support. I can allow my opponent to cast a card, take out my Volcaries, and then on the following turn, we'll be able to pressure them with Lavalith and get rid of some of this back row, which is what I'm looking to do now. Are you aDrive? I am. Yes, I am Dan, or aDrive, the Pokemon content creator. Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're doing well. We're playing my game Elestrals Clash right now. All cards are available. There's no pack system. In fact, every single card is available for free, guys. We're still working on adding all the cards in, but they're always going to be free. So, all right, we're going to actually let this Warmite do its thing. He's going to get the free draw. He's going to be able to target our Volcaries, and I'm going to let him take us out this time. We kind of played this one out for a while, but we're going to let him have this advantage this time and utilize some of the other cards we have. I was never able to find the Cyanectar. I held it off for a few turns, but now's our opportunity to go for a Lavalith. I probably should have done this a couple turns ago. I think there was an argument to be made earlier in the game for me to allow my opponent to take me out and get Lavalith out early to threaten the Arachne's Lair. My opponent has a good amount of card advantage, so that's one thing they've been able to generate. We're gonna actually get an Astravit. I quite like this for a few reasons. It could quickly get me into my Cyanectar, which could be useful. But I do think the Lavalith play here is really good because it's going to force my opponent to make some tough decisions about how they want to approach my board state. So Lavalith is going to threaten one of these back rows, and that's my objective here. Which one of those can I get rid of? I'm almost certain we're going to run into something like a Gorgon's Gaze, but it's not the end of the world. Lavalith is going to come off. I'm going to leave the lair at this point. I feel like my opponent has generated so much advantage, I don't know if it's going to matter too much if I get rid of his lair. We'll take that out, and I actually get a Poison Tipped Arrow, so choosing not to get it. That tells me there's a good chance that this is a Shield of Achilles, is my guess. We're going to go into battle, and we're going to attack the Warmite here and see if we can attack through. It could be a Tsunami. Looks like we are going to get the attack off here. So, not a bad exchange for us. I'm curious what the face down is, though. I do plan to play Legends ZA, yeah. The opponent does see the upgrades you do, Draken. What's up, M? How are you? Welcome. Gonna drop you a follow and check out this game. You should be, yes. Thanks so much. All right, there's another Warmite. All right, this is an interesting interaction. I think there's an argument actually to be made to, if I drop him down to 1, he actually doesn't take me out. So I think we PTA. Kind of like that play. That's gonna bring him down to 1 attack, and his attack will drop me to 4. So I'll go down to a 2, and he can't knock me out. So how long am I streaming for today? Probably about 4 hours. 4 hours. So he does go for the effect. He drops my attack down to 2, but it's not enough. And I can actually clear his Wormite here in the end phase. And this is where we can start to really gain advantage. I'm going to be looking for a card called Ambrosia pretty soon. That's going to be really important for us to find right now. Ah, and we find exactly what we're looking for. A beautiful day. We're going to cast out our Astrabit. Astrabit's going to allow us to find another card off the top of our deck, which is going to be useful. This is one of the strongest cards in the game because of how it looks at the top of your deck and generates advantage. Let's see if we find anything good here. Cyanectar or Ambrosia. We want the Ambrosia for sure. That's going to keep us in the game much longer. That's a great draw for us. And my opponent's going to forfeit the game, so finding that Ambrosia was plenty for us there. Overall, pretty good game. We played pretty slow. We were able to find us a really strong amount of counter runes to support us there. Those Shield of Achilles were very difficult for my opponent's deck to manage. The Spider deck really revolves around trading every single turn, and they were never able to trade. So let's get our next one. I did. I actually used my tokens for the Draking, yeah. This isn't a bad hand at all. We're going to keep it. I think there's some good advantages to this hand. It's a good going second hand, but we can make it work in the context of this. This is one of those hands where, like, if Kinleo pops off turn 1, it's insane, but I don't have Nexus Banks, and it feels like I should probably just save it. So I'm thinking of going casting Vis here or just expending to draw. I think either has benefit. I do kind of like the idea of just casting Vis and being like, hey, deal with this. But it's not really generating me a lot of advantage. I think this is an expend to draw situation. I will always take that as an expend to draw. Let's do this. And let's do... Honestly, I'm kind of okay with that just being my only back row here. I like a simple play here. I've got some great cards in my hand, some of the strongest cards that I could be looking for. So I'm going to just kind of play this one slow right now as I look to establish the pieces that I need. These two Elestrals are very good, but they're really good when my opponent has an Elestral, not so much now. Okay, so there's an Ursicle. So this tells me my opponent is on a deck called Den Turbo. So that's something to be mindful of. We're going to leave him there. Den Turbo is a deck that's going to look to utilize 2 powerful combo pieces, Ursa Den and Hibernation. Both those cards allow you to turbo into your big Elestral, your boss Elestral Majursa, and kind of blow up your opponent's board. So my opponent's going to be looking to try to execute on that strategy. We have a few key pieces that are going to allow me to deal with that strategy that we just have to keep an eye on and try to use to our advantage. I'd love to top deck a Volcaries right now. That would be really good. We're looking at top deck of Volcaries right now. I don't find the Volcaries. This means we're going to pressure with Viscerus now. This is a good card for us. I'm going to continue to preserve my back row because I want to make sure that I have all the pieces I need for if Majursa hits the field. Because this is going to be a game that's going to be decided by the mid to late game and how I respond to my opponent's Majursa. My opponent's almost certainly going to have an answer to my Viscerus. We're just looking to move some of this back row out of here. How much time the game out? Came out yesterday. Is this guy still promoting his card game? Do you mean is my card game still crushing it and just released our digital client for total free? Right now? On Steam? Yeah, of course I'm promoting my client. I'm the creator of the game, dog. Why wouldn't I be? All right, so we force my opponent to utilize a card called Don't Poke the Bear. It buffs their defensive Ursicle to survive the attack. It's honestly not the end of the world for us. We got through one of their better counter runes. Let's see what my opponent's going to do now. Something like an Ursier would be a bit annoying if they're able to support it. They may also want to just pull the trigger on Majursa and go for the big play. Physical card game has been out for about a little over a year now since we launched our store. So about a year and 4 months. We launched like April of last year with no stores, and now we're in 400 stores with global distribution. If you guys are new, make sure you drop a follow if you haven't done so yet. Do y'all have booster packs? We do. We have packs on our store at shopelestrals.com. We're on Amazon Prime as well. If you're in the US, you can get free shipping with Amazon Prime, which is pretty hype. We pulled Necklace of Harmonia. This isn't a bad draw for us. It gives us a few things that we can explore here. Kinleo Nexusing onto Viscerus for massive damage could be cool to pop the Ursicle. I'm not totally sold that's our best play right now. I'm tending to want to stay a little bit more passive in this context. I think Expend the Draw could make some sense here. Like, Kinleo is really good to pressure, and it's going to force my opponent to use their Majursa, I think. So, I don't hate the play. I don't hate it, but then Viscerus doesn't get to do what Viscerus wants to do either. I think I'm going to go for it so we can start to bait some back row. This is a bit of a risky play, but I think there's an opportunity for us to generate some pretty good advantage here. We're going to use our Necklace of Harmonia and cast it with 2 Fire Spirits, and we're going to empower the Kinleo. And then we're going to use Kinleo's effect to move those spirits around the field with the Nexus mechanic. This is what makes Elestrals really interesting, is Nexus. It's the relationship of passing spirits from one card on the field to another. So we're going to do that Nexus effect right now and see if we can bait out a Gorgon's Gaze from my opponent. There is a tutorial in the digital client. Do I play other card games? I used to. We do have different rarities, yeah. So we're going to take 2 spirits from the necklace. We're going to confirm that selection, and we're going to pass them over probably to our Kinleo, actually. We're going to be looking to deal some damage there. And then Kinleo's second effect says that once it's Nexus, you can target and destroy an Elestral, and we're going to target and destroy this Ursicle. And I think my opponent's going to let that go through. So they do. So we'll see how this all plays out. We have a few things going for us. I think there's some logic here to maybe setting shield, but I don't think that's the play. I think we're just going to enter battle, and we're going to see if we run into a Tsunami or if we can get the attack off. We are going to get the attack off with Kinleo, and we'll see if we can get the attack off with, with Viscerus. And the way damage is dealt in Elestrals is based on the number of spirits enchanting the Elestral. So Kinleo has 3 spirits on it, 3 fire. So I'll do 3 damage to my opponent, and my opponent only has 20 total spirits. So this is a pretty big hit if we can get it off, but they're going to Gorgon's Gaze and stop my attack. That was a misplay by my opponent's side. I think they might be a newer player because they could have done this a few turns, like a few steps ago, and it would have been a lot more effective. What's up, Jose? You can play for free right now on Steam. You can download Elestrals Clash for free. There are Stellars in Clash, yes. We do have different rarities of cards here. We have something called Stellars, which are alternative color palettes of Elestrals. They're incredibly rare, serialized cards in the game, but they don't detract from regular gameplay. You can still get the functional cards. So the game itself doesn't cost a lot to build physical decks, but the rarest chase cards go for hundreds of dollars. We've even seen cards go for $7,500 before. So there's definitely some really cool cards to chase after. Yes, Gamrex, we're working on a fix for that right now. So what's up, Triple? How are you today? What's up? What's up? All right, now my opponent is going to go for their big play. They're going to utilize their Ursa Den, and they're going to go for their combo into Majursa and try to blow out my board state here. Here comes the Urseer. Urseer is going to be able to drop down, and now I have a tough decision to make. Actually, they might not. They may just be going for the Urseer play. I think I want to force them into it. I'm going to Poison-Tipped Arrow the Urseer to lower its attack to 2 and make it so it actually doesn't beat over my Kinleo, and see if they have a way to stop this. There's an argument to be made that Poison-Tipped Arrow was better served using it on the Majursa, but I have the Earthquake in hand, so I have some flexibility to do that to the Majursa on the upcoming turn, and this prevents the board state from snowballing into 3 Elestrals versus none, and makes my opponent have to use that play now. So they are going to do the play now. This is a pretty good play for my opponent. They're going to be able to enchant their Ursa Den, and then they're going to be able to cast out their big Elestral Majursa now. Majursa is a huge threat because it's going to destroy my entire board. I actually misplayed, by the way. I meant to pull the Spirit off my Kinleo to play the PTA. That was a misplay. Thanks, Pat. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I did misplay a Spirit there, but now my opponent is going to be able to use their Ursa Den, cast out Majursa, destroy my Kinleo, and hit me for 4 Spirits of damage. But this is going to be a big cost play for them because I have a clapback, and I can wipe their board after this play. So I'm not super stressed yet. Where do you get this, Murdoch? It's available for free on Steam right now. Every card is free. Every card is free. Yeah, of course, Savitar. There's plenty of strategies to explore from a casual perspective. My opponent actually misenchants the Majursa. That's advantageous for me. It means that I'm taking actually a lot less damage here. So the mistake with Poison Tipped Arrow doesn't end up impacting me in any negative way. You've been talking to your game store about carrying? Oh, you should join our Discord server. We have a team that can help you. So because I had 3 spirits and my opponent had 3 spirits, I don't take any damage from that attack, even though they're much stronger. But I'll take 1 damage from this Ursir because he has 1 spirit on him. And we are going to utilize the effect of Poison Tipped Arrow in the end phase, which will destroy this Ursir. And they never were able to get its effect off. Now my opponent is down to just 5. I'm looking to draw an Elestral. I don't find one. We're going to have to expend a spirit to draw an additional card. I do find an Elestral, so we're set for next turn. We can play Earthquake now, which is going to target and destroy an Elestral on the field. That'll clear the Majursa off the field and allow us to gain board tempo back, or at the very least not lose the board tempo. I have some very great counter runes here, some of the best ones in the game, so we can set those both face down and be prepared for any situation my opponent can throw at us. But they're going to need to mount quite a comeback here, I think, to be able to beat our board state. It's not to say it can't be done. An Ambrosia and, you know, another Ursicle, Hibernation. There's a couple cards in the deck that can get them back into the game. But we're in a pretty okay spot right now. Let's see what they're going to do. If you guys are new on the TikTok side or Twitch or YouTube side, make sure you guys drop a follow. Here comes a Nekruff. Nekruff, very scary, but we can work with it. We've got options. We are going to Shield of Achilles. I think that's what I want to do here. Do I want to shield him now? I think I do. I think I want to shield him now. Actually, we're going to take the 1. We're going to take the 1 from him because I respond back with Galaxy, and he really isn't going to have a super great way to deal with my Galaxy, I don't think. Board state has 2 cards. It's okay. It's okay, Burn. We're establishing. That's a great draw for us. We can do a lot with that. We're going to start with this guy, though. We're going to go Galaxy here. Galaxy can swap the stats of the 2 Elestrals on the field, swapping his Nekruff to be quite weak here. And we'll set this because that'll be a really handy card to have for the next turn. And then we're going to see if my opponent has a response here. They're going to need... Shield of Achilles is really the only thing that's scary here, but they don't have it. And now we should be able to seal the deal on this upcoming turn. The game boards that you have are cosmetic purchases. The only purchases in the game, guys, are cosmetics. Everything else is free. All the cards are free. You guys are going to become experts by the end of the stream. All right, so they actually find a second Nekruff here. That's totally fine. They're Earth Enchanting. And now we're going to utilize our Shield of Achilles. This will return their Nekruff back to hand. And it's going to ensure that they cannot deal any damage to me this turn. And on the following turn, we can win the game. Well, not win the game, but we can definitely get closer here. There's a Wasp Ivy. That's not going to help me here, but we can cast out all Valkyries. Valkyries is going to allow me to search my deck for Hephaestus, which I'm not going to use right now, but one thing that I think a lot of people really appreciate about Elestrals, not the torch, the Hephaestus. One thing I think a lot of people appreciate about Elestrals is just how close the games are. Even if you're in a game where, you know, the opponent seems to be winning, it's still super close. Like, I could very much so still lose this game. My opponent has 3 spirits. I have 4 spirits. Like, it's a very close game. And I think the closeness of the games is something that a lot of people really like. Are you using AI to create the cards? No, we use no AI at all. In fact, AI is actually banned from our artists. All of our artists have agreements saying that they can't use any AI tools in their creations. We credit all the artists on the cards as well. You can see this one was done by Rob Hicks. You can see his name here on the screen. So we do credit all of our card artists. So every artist is credited. They're all real people. We've been working with them to create all the 1,000 Elestrals cards we've made so far. So yeah, we don't do any AI art. Everything is legit, guys. So they find Nekruff once again. This is their last spirit. So this is really it. It's a Frost Enchanted Nekruff. And they're actually just going to end. And then from our end, we are going to ascend into Wasp Ivy. Even though it's a misenchanted Wasp Ivy, it will win us the game, and my opponent doesn't have any interaction points. There's nothing they can actually do to stop me. So Wasp Ivy will seal the deal. Good game. GG's. Well done, Mitsuena. All right. Climbing up the ranks, baby. Yeah, we're going to have that update tomorrow, Caitlin. All right. We're doing good. We're doing good. Let's keep it rocking. Hey, thank you so much, George. Appreciate it, man. All right. What do we got here? Honestly, like a really fun go first hand. Not an amazing hand, but a fun go first hand. I'm not convinced it's a good idea to just do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So this is a situation where I'm going to make some poor... Oh, it's Jack Kiyomu. So this is a really, really good player. I'm familiar with Jack. That almost makes me want to rethink my strategy, but I think I'm going to go for it anyway. We're going to cast out Cyanectar into attack position, and we are going to look to turbo into our Wasp Ivy this game. I'm not saying that this is a good idea. I'm just saying it is an idea. All right? This is not how this deck should be played. I should have mulliganed. You should definitely be looking to play this deck slower. But we're going to just go for it out the gate and see if we can draw our way out of poor decision making. So we'll hit him with a yo. So my opponent's in a position where if they cast an Elestral, they know I can turbo into Wasp Ivy. So that's going to be kind of what I'm looking to do here. And see if they have a way to respond with it. Generally, like I said, you'd want to use your Wasp Ivy kind of in the late game. They're actually not going to cast anything, so. And we get Volcaries, which is huge for us. This is actually kind of everything we want. We're going to go Volcaries here. That's going to allow us to search our deck for Hephaestus and potentially bait out a Gorgon's Gaze, which I think my opponent is definitely going to consider. Let's see if they have the Gorgon's Gaze or not. If they have it, I do think there's a chance that they use it. Looks like he is not going to use it. So I am going to get my Hephaestus here, which is very nice. I do think that there's a chance that my opponent is going to try to utilize some shenanigans here with like a Shield of Achilles, but I am going to go for Volcaries here and see if I can get some damage off. And now I have to decide, do I play around the Shield of Achilles? I don't think I do. I think I just don't attack with Cyanectar and see what he wants to do. Because almost certainly one of these cards is Shield of Achilles. And I think he's looking to bounce my Cyanectar back to hand. So let's wait. Normally I aggressively just charge forward, but my opponent knows that I have Poison Tipped Arrow and that I'm going to be looking to use it. So here it comes. Sorlet is the answer. And we are going to utilize our Poison Tipped Arrow to go for our Ascension play. There's a chance that he's baiting us out, but I think we still make the play. We'll use a Fire Spirit on that. That'll drop his attack stat down. It'll allow us to turbo into Wasp Ivy. There is a world, again, where my opponent has a response to Wasp Ivy, and they're going to be able to stop me here. But I think that it's still kind of the smartest play for us to just push forward and see how it goes. There's no reason to, though, Chris. I could see them potentially... So they are going to Gorgon's Gaze and stop my attack. So I see what his play is now. His goal now is to sort of like crash Cyanectar, I think. So I have to decide if I want to use my Gorgon's Gaze now or later. They're going to zoo... Oh, okay. Okay. I see the play now. So my opponent's going to use Zeus to drop the attack set of Cyanectar now and look to run over me with the Sorlet. You can use any card you want, Oakland. There's some external resources that are helping with team building. All right, so let's see here. They're going to Zeus us down. They're going to Zeus down the Volcaries, actually, which doesn't make a whole lot of difference to me. I'm going to be able to use Volcaries either way. This does stink to use 2 counter runes here, but I think it's the right play because I really don't want that Sorlet to be able to turn into a Crysaur. Sorry, Tim. So my opponent probably isn't too mad about that interaction, if I'm being honest. They were able to generate You know, pretty good amount of advantage. They got rid of both my back row. I used my Poison Tipped Arrow and my Gorgon's Gaze. So they got through both, which I'm sure they're feeling good about. Like, that's not a bad place to be. Torch of Hestia is kind of cool. I think one of the things that we have to be really careful of is the Sorlet clapback. So Sorlet coming down, Zeusing me down, and then beating over me. I think at this point, though, we do just ascend into Wasp Ivy. That's pretty good for us. We do still get our effect. We're gonna set this card face down. I would have loved to expend the draw, but I think this is our best play right now. We are a little bit vulnerable to the pig, but Wasp Ivy is free to hit for 2 here, and Volcaries will be able to hit for 1. I'm not super confident in our board state because I'm lacking kind of any good responses, and now that I have an idea of what deck he's running, it's a little nerve-wracking because his deck can snowball pretty quickly against ours. I say so, yeah, Mike. The basics are super easy to learn, but there's quite a bit of depth to explore. All right, let's see. Sorlet or Navi are both really bad here for us. Yeah, let's see. The Zeus is really what's going to make this tricky, but there's a chance he doesn't have those. It's going to be the Astravid, so he's going to go defensive. Actually, no, he's going to go offensive Astravid Zeus and look to beat down my Volcaries. So he's trying to avoid me gaining Volcaries advantage, which is smart. So he does generate some nice card advantage there. And now he's going to be able to use Zeus's Spirit to drop the attack of Volcaries down to 1. Elestrals Clash is a brand new app that released in early access yesterday. It's totally free to play, and you can download it for free on Steam right now and get every single card in the game for free. Pretty sweet, right? All right, I do draw an Elestral, huge. That's actually massive for us. And it's one of the best things I could have drawn, Astravid. That's gonna allow us to start generating some advantage and perhaps find a really strong card. Those are both really strong cards. This is a good one. We'll take that one. The back row is nice, but this card means that I win very well against a lot of the things that he would do to us. Wasp Ivy does get to clear the Astravid and deal 1 Spirit of damage. And now I have a defensive backbone here, which is really good for us. That's a great place to be. We're not out of the woods yet. My opponent definitely could find some great tempo with something like Chrysor. Yes, you can, Gemini. So let's see. It's going to be the Sorlet. So they're going to use their Sorlet's effect now. This is going to allow them to change the position of my Wasp Ivy into defense position, which means they'll be able to take us out. The good news is a lot of people forget about Wasp Ivy's other effect. Everyone focuses so heavily on the fact that it's very good at countering opponents by being able to ignore counter runes. But in this case, Wasp Ivy also burns opponents for 3 spirits. So if my opponent here is, if my opponent does use their Sorlet to destroy my Wasp Ivy, they're taking 3 spirits of damage, which is going to nullify the Ambrosia they just used. So it's not a terrible place to be. We're not out of the woods. Like, this is definitely a very close game, and we have to be really careful because this could turn into a Chrysbore very quickly. And I think there's a chance that it does turn into a Chrysbore. So let's find out. I'm going to burn him for 3. And then the question is, will he cast out Chrysbore now to respond to my Astravid? Hopefully he doesn't, but I do think he's going to. And it looks like he is going to. So my opponent's going to get the clap back here. And they're going to get their Chrysbore out. And it's going to take out my Astravid. So a little tough. Something like the Argo would have saved us defensively, so maybe there's an argument that I should have taken Argo. The real question now is, do they have Gorgon's Gaze face down? If they do, then they're in a great spot. Is really what it comes down to. So we're going to go Kinleo. We kind of have to just go for it. Kinleo's here. I have 3 fire left, so that's good enough, and I have an Ambrosia. We're really just looking to make sure they don't have... They have Poison Tipped Arrow, which tells me they might not have Gorgon's Gaze. So this is pretty big for us. That's actually pretty big for us. It makes me think we go Hephaestus for 3, and then Nexus. The 2. And force him. Actually, we only need 1, I think. We're gonna get the 1 on Hephaestus. Let's think about this. Do I want to go 2 on Hephaestus? I think we go... I do think we go 2 on Hephaestus here. Okay. And then now we're gonna use Kinleo's Nexus effect and see if they have Gorgon's Gaze as well. We're gonna confirm 2 off the Kinleo, although do we only need 1? We'll do the 2 just to be safe. Let's see if this goes through. It does. Nice. And then I think our play here is we Ambrosia just to be extra safe. And we should be in good shape here, because they would basically need Tsunami, I think. We'll grab 2 of those, and then we'll grab, I guess we'll just grab 3 fire. That's probably good. There is a chance that they Tsunami, but I think, yeah, we take the W. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Big win. Jack is a very good player. He's one of the more notable players in Elestrals. He's won plenty of tournaments. So that was a good win for us. That was a big win for us. We did pretty well in that one. So I think one of the inflection points of that game that ended up working in our favor was me. I said it was a bad play, was to cast Cyanectar turn 1 and force my opponent to really consider how they played around Poison Tipped Arrow. Getting that Kinley off Astraba ended up being very fruitful for us, but ultimately we were able to establish the Wasp Ivy and it was able to do its thing. So nice work. We're getting close here. We're a couple dubs away from getting into the top 25 again. So. How many sets are planned in Elestrals? Oh, we get Jack again, so we get to play him again. Always fun. And we have the exact same setup as we had last time. So I think we're gonna go for it. I think we're gonna go for it. Yeah, I think we just go for it. We go Cyanectar. Hey, what's up, LeBron? How's it going, man? Let's do that. And let's see where that gets us. How to get rid of, yeah, Divine Blessing, I think. The run back, dude. Let's see, last time he didn't want to cast Elestrals because he was worried, so let's see if he does it this time. We're kind of duplicating our last game. Expend the draw, so they're just going to generate advantage by drawing, so no casting of Elestrals this turn. That gives me an opportunity to maybe find a counter rune here, like a shield. Not a good draw, but that's okay. We have Volcaries now. That's going to allow us to get into our Hephaestus, which is everything we want. Let's grab Hephaestus right there. The Gorgons all piled next to each other. It's funny. All right, we were in this same situation last time, and I chose to not attack with Cyanectar. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're not gonna attack with Cyanectar because there's guaranteed shield face down. Oh man. He's gonna Tsunami. Okay, so not guaranteed shield this time. It's Tsunami. That's fine. At least we got through the Tsunami. Let's see what's next. I could see Cryzor coming out. I could see Astravid as well to generate advantage, or the Sorlet maybe. Thank you, Jamal. Appreciate that, man. You guys can download for free on Steam. All right. So here's the thing. He can Zeus down and do the things that he wants to do, but I still think I make this play. Even though it's like the super obvious play, I think it's still the play. iOS and Android will be by end of year. All right, so Poison Tipped Arrow activates. Cyanectar activates. We'll see if they Gorgon's Gaze the Cyanectar, although I was predicting this to be potential shield, but it might be Gorgons. If they have Gorgons, it's now. And there is the Gorgon's Gaze. So they are going to get kind of exactly the outcome they want. This is a really good situation for our opponent. It's pretty bad for us. So we kind of walked into their trap. Because now Sorlet beats Cyanectar. Sorlet ascends into Cryzor. Cryzor beats Volcaries. We're not in the worst spot ever, though. There are a few things that we can do that can get us kind of into this game effectively still. I'm just trying to think of what my best approach is going to be. It's probably Viscerous plus Necklace, take the burn, take out the Kreisbohr, I think is what I'm going to have to do. Not the best situation for us, but he doesn't have back row, so we have some things going for us. I would actually love a Cyanectar right here off the top. Not Cyanectar, but actually amazing. Yeah, that's a great draw for us. So Galaxy's really big here because it swaps all the stats of Elestrals, which means that we're going to be able to swap him, and then we can take him out. So we swap him to become a 3 attacker, and then we take him out. So that play, there was a few ways I could have taken him out there, but that felt like the safest of the plays drawing into Galaxy there. So let's see. Let's see what they got. It's going to be the Sorlet Crackback. Okay. Not much I can do here. We got to just let him have it. We're going to take a lot of damage now, but it's all we can do. We got to just take it. We got to get the Sorlets out of the way. There's a Kryzor. All right, so the question is, I'm actually kind of tempted to just beat over it with Viscerous instead of PTAing here. I kind of like that play. I think I'm going to save my Poison Tipped Arrow. I'm going to take the 2 Spirits of Damage here, and I'm going to look to beat over him with Viscerous to establish advantage there. Or see what we draw into. We might draw into something that can help us here too. That's a great draw, so I feel a little bit better about my decision now. So we're going to go into Viscerous. Viscerous is going to be able to get a nice attack buff here. And then we're going to be able to play our Necklace of Harmonia. This card is, I almost put it on him. This card is going to turn us into a 10 attacker, which is quite nice. It does have the cost of us having to pay 2 spirits at the end of the turn, but the advantage we're going to generate now I think is going to be worth it. So we're going to go Viscerous into Kryzor. We're going to take him out, and then Viscerous Effect is going to activate, and that's going to allow us to get a second Viscerous from our deck and cast it to the field. So we're going to grab this one. Although the other one's kind of spicy right now with what I have, although he only has 1 defense, so I think I'm going to grab this one. It does have to go to defense position, but it's still really strong. And then, like I said, the one downside is we're going to have to pay 2 spirits here off of our Necklace of Harmonia, which is very expensive. Like, this is definitely no fun, but it was the trade that we made to be able to establish the KO on the Kryzor. All right, let's see what my opponent's answer is. They have quite a bit of cards in their hand, so I'm sure they have options, but I don't think they're running 3 pigs. So the thing that I would be worried about now is something like a Hydrake, perhaps, because that's a pretty common deck, is like Hydrake plus Sorlet. And it's going to be another Sorlet, actually. Pretty wild. I think we Poison Tipped Arrow the Sorlet here, pulling off the Necklace. Ooh, that's a tough call. It doesn't get me anything outside of the fact he's gonna KO me anyway. So at least I clear him for the end of the turn. Maybe I don't do it. I'm gonna not do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so he's gonna expend. He's gonna change the position of my Necklaced Viscerous here, which is fine. And I do think I'm gonna use this shield. And we're gonna pull off the Necklace and pay an additional spirit here, I think. And that's gonna bounce him back to hand. I'm not sure how I feel about that play. I feel better the fact that he had to make, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have saved it. That's a great draw. We're gonna expend the draw here and see what else we can find. Also a great draw. All right, this is gonna be a close game. We need to draw Ambrosia pretty badly. Okay. We can deal 2 spirits of damage here. No thanks, Matt. Hey, Graves, what's good, man? Thank you. How are you today? Yeah, Android, iOS for end of year is the plan. All right, this is gonna come down to the wire. We really need an Ambrosia. My opponent probably has some, so we are at a bit of a disadvantage just from a health perspective. They've been able to put quite a bit of pressure on. There are different art rares. Yeah, we have full arts, and we're actually releasing our first textured cards in the game in October and September, which we're really excited about. Ooh, Spectrus. That's an interesting one. Okay. That's a pretty strong card here. All right, I think I know exactly what I want to do. We're going to let the attack go through. Actually, no, I think we just stop him now. Do I stop him now or do I let it go through? I think we let it go through. Okay, and we're going to do a water and a fire. And we're going to suppress the Spectrus and force it to crash into our Viscerus and get our 3rd Viscerus to the field. Sweet. Now this 3rd Viscerus is also going to be unaffected by counter runes, so my opponent's not going to be able to respond to me. And we'll get him out. He comes out in defense, but now I can pressure 3 spirits of damage with my Elestrals. I am very nervous that my opponent has Ambrosias though, so like we're definitely not out of the woods. That's a good card to draw. We're gonna set that. I think I just go all in and hit for 4 here. There's an argument to just re-enchant instead of cast. Yeah, let's just re-enchant the Viscerus. We're pretty low. So we're not, like I said, we're not like out of the woods yet. Like we can definitely lose this one, but we just need to get through one more turn. I do think I made a slight mistake by getting rid of that water spirit though on the prior turn. I prioritized the 2 Astrabits I have left instead of the 1 Galaxy I have left, and I drew the Galaxy, but that's okay. We're gonna be able to bring him down to just a few. This game's not on mobile yet. It's free to download on Steam in early access. Free for every player. All the cards are free. It's gonna be iOS and Android for end of the year is our goal. All right. Got a bunch of 7 attack Visceruses out here. All right, let's see what happens. It is unclear to me. It's gonna be a Spectrus. Okay. And they're gonna go to attack. They're gonna do the same thing they did last time. We're gonna skip the attack step. And we're going to Gorgon's Gaze and win the game here on the spot with this play. So GG's. Pretty pumped about that, I'm not gonna lie. Jack is one of the best players in the game, so to beat him 2 games in a row, man, that's a pretty good place to be. Let's see where he's ranked. So he's ranked number 12 right now, to give you guys an idea. We just took him out 2 times in a row, so that's we'll take that, man. He's a really good player, so anytime you can take some games off of a top player like Jack, you're feeling good. All right, let's go and upgrade some of those cards. We got some really cool cards that we can kind of level up a little bit. No extra stuff for Vis. Oh, we have this. Oh, I'm definitely unlocking this. This is one of my favorite arts. I'm gonna max this guy. Oh, this is actually the wrong art. It's supposed to be this card that has this art. This is mixed. I gotta make sure the team knows that. Let me make sure they know. Do we have the Viscerus alt logged as wrong effect? All right. I'm actually curious if I were to upgrade it when we fix it, if it goes back, but that's all right. We'll use it for now. We'll just upgrade it. I like this card a lot. All right. We get you maxed out. Sweet. And then I was looking at, I don't have the full art Earthquake. You threw you all playing. Yeah, that's funny. All noted. Oh, it's fixed for the next update. Okay, cool. So that'll be good. That'll be good. Do I have any keys? I'm still trying to get the shipwreck, guys. I haven't gotten the shipwreck yet. It's brutal. Let's see if we can do it. We'll grab 20 keys and see if that helps us. Missing skin disenchant rewards. What happened? Oh, this one worked. What do we got? We got some ash. There we go. This time worked. Is there a way to skip the tutorial? No, not currently. All right, what do we get? We got Exaltair. All right, so we got the Exaltair. As you open more for each box, the stuff that you will get is lower because you already found some of those hits. So, all right, let's open 10 more. Oh, we got gold. Give me the shipwreck board, please. I want the shipwreck board. Give it to me. By Pyro statue, fully forest card backs. Pandora's box on the whatchamacallit cosmetic is kind of cool. The Pandora's box statue. I'm cool with that. We'll set that up. Is the game only PvP or can you face computer as well? There's some challenges and stuff. You think you need the rainbow for the top pull? I haven't even seen a top pull yet. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. All right, let's get some more games in. You guys can download Elestrals Clash for free right now on Steam. Every card's free, guys. There's no reason not to try it. You should totally try it. It's fun. It's good vibes. Let's get some games. DJ Carry On. All right, Roxos. All right, let's get it. What do we got here? Not an amazing hand, but not a terrible hand either. Like I can definitely work with this. Like the lack of counter runes is certainly concerning. Do you mulligan this hand? That's tough. That's tough because you like have so much pressure, but Volcari's doesn't give you any search. So I actually think you mulligan this hand, which hurts, but I think you do. I think you do. We're gonna actually put the YouTube how to play guide on the front page of the app. Okay, this is a much better hand. It was worth the mulligan. Mulligan in Elestrals is tough, man, because you really want to do it. You wanna generate that advantage, but at the same time, like you don't want to lose your spirits that early, but at the same time, like oftentimes it's better to just get a new hand and get the cards you need. So Astrabbit as a turn 1 play, always incredible. Yeah, that we take all day. That is so good. All right, I don't have any back row. I don't even want to bluff. I'm just gonna let it be. Deal with my bunny if you can. That first hand actually was bad, so I should have never kept it. There was no consideration there. What am I talking about? My opponent has Earth Scout, so they're running the Bears. What is this game? This is called Elestrals Clash. It's my free-to-play digital client of my TCG Elestrals. Just came out yesterday. Fully free to play. Every card is free, man. You should totally join the fun. All right, so we have a few pathways here to doing some cool things. That is not what I want to see. I think that Kinleo has some validity right now, but without any back row to protect him, I'm a little nervous to use the Kinleo. But I think you just go for it anyway and just say, if you have Gorgons, deal with me. That's tough. That's kind of tough. Whatever comes out, I have the clapback. I'm just worried about like being swarmed by the bears. I think we do it because I feel like it's probably don't poke. Face down. Gorgons is like the one thing that stops me here, so let's see what we can do. We're gonna go Hephaestus. We're only gonna do 2 on it, I think. Although you could argue 3, but Lavalith is so scary. I don't want to get Lavalith. Let's see. Hit him with a yo. Hey, what's up, Caden? How are you? Let's see what we got. My opponent's thinking. I assume there's no interaction to the Kinleo. You Gorgons after. All right. Hephaestus activates. I am going to go 2 on it. I think it's the right play to go 2. What's up, Pandex? That gives me 2 searches. Plus the Nexus. All right, there is the Gorgon's Gaze. So they're going to Gorgon's Gaze early, which is kind of fine. It means that I don't get to use my effects. It also means I actually change how I approach this, and I only do 1, so. I still think we use the Hephaestus effect, though. Yeah, it is Hawaiian. What's up? I'm Dan, aka aDrive, the creator of Elestrals. What's going on? We're gonna grab Tunic. I'm gonna set it. I'm gonna lose my Kinleo here, which stinks, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. It's a digital version, free to download with every card for free film. Go on Steam and you can download Elestrals Clash for free. Every card's free. What's up, Exar? What's up, TV Zio? How are you? All right, so I'm very nervous about like Urseer here. They're gonna go, oh yeah, so they're gonna crash Urscout into Kinleo, get out Urseer. Oh wow, they're just double Urscouting? Okay. So, this is gonna be an interesting kind of situation here. Urscout's gonna crash Kinleo, and then they're gonna get out Urseer, and then Urseer can beat Kinleo. There is Fluffy, yep. I'm curious how this is all gonna kind of shake out. I'm assuming they're gonna go Urseer. It's just, do they have Don't Poke the Bear? Draft mode is on the list, Andre, yeah. We are gonna have the flexibility of going, oh, they're gonna go Urskull, but Urskull doesn't get its effect. Oh man, I think my opponent might be new to this deck. I'm hoping they do the same thing again. If they keep Kinleo alive for another turn, we actually like just straight up dominate. But that was a misplay. Urskull doesn't get its effect on special cast, only on normal cast. So their redemption play is Urseer crash Kinleo. But I don't know if they know that play. Although Abomin Ursa could also be Kinleo, so they have a few options. And they're gonna just forfeit. We take the dubs, let's go. And that might have been top 25, let's see. Hey, we made it, top 25, stop the count. I'm telling my team, stop the count. Telling my team right now, stop the count. Oh man. We did it. We made it. We made it to top 25. What's up, Domson? Teach you how to play Clash. I'm trying. I'm telling my team, stop the count. Someone get the screenshot now. Get the screenshot now. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's hilarious. I'm like, stop it now. Just keep me there. All right, let's see what else we can do. I still want to get my shipwreck board, so maybe I'll go for that. I did already get that. What didn't I get yet? I didn't get, let's see. So yeah, you can buy all the buddies this way. It is Pooh. What's up, man? How are you? All the buddies are available this way. You got some card backs, and then these are the boards. I totally need to get all the boards. I feel like there's no reason to not get all the boards. So let's get the Volcanic Forge board. Let's get the Mountains of Boreas board. We definitely need all the boards. We really need everything, but we'll start there. And then these emotes, I gotta get these emotes. Have you seen these emotes? Let's take a moment and talk about the emotes, because you guys need to see the emotes, man. You need to see them. I will go through all of them, but this emote pack is just so good. It is so good. Elestrals Clash is out, yes. So look at the emotes, guys. So we really want to have fun emotes because there's no chat, obviously, in the game. So we want to make sure that no one, you know, obviously no one is toxic to each other. But you can still be kind of edgy about it. So let's talk about some of the ones we have. We did a bunch based on memes as well. So like the Outplayed one is pretty good, but the meme ones, you've got the Feels Great Frog. You've got the Thinking Zapter. You've got the Wow. You've got the, what is this, the Drake meme? You see them, right? They're good. Take my coins. There's some really good ones, man. We're having fun with it. I gotta get this one, actually, somehow. There's some really good ones, man. So, you should totally get them. You should totally get them. I love it. Just made an aDrive G Fuel. Let's go, Pooh. That's hype, dude. Shady was being toxic with the emotes. Oh, you gotta be toxic with the emotes. You gotta be toxic with it. Oh, man. That's so funny. I love it. All right. Let's see what else we got here. So Clash Pass, I'm working on it. So I think for this, you got to get the gold, right? You got to get the gold for it. I know I'm supposed to know. Clash Pass is challenges, I think. The tasks. Yeah, that's it. So 625 Clash Pass. So doing those tasks is how you rank your Clash Pass. Hey, thank you so much, Morify. I wanted to say, a long-time TCG player. I've been having a blast with Elestrals. It's rekindled my love for TCGs. I'm so happy to hear that, man. Thank you. Oh, man, look at all these. These are a lot of things we gotta do. Oh, these are sick. These icons of casting specific spirits. Oh, man. That's so good. All right, so we did unlock... Oh, yeah, so we ranked up a lot of Clash Pass now from doing those quests. There it is. There it is. Now we're here. And then if I want to skip to the level, it costs 100 gems. Okay. Yeah, I'll see how far we get. There's obviously some stuff I want to get. Stellar Ass Rabbit Bunny. This is the main thing I want, is this board. But we'll work our way slowly up there. We'll get there. We're going to get there. I know, I'm trying to climb back up, man. All right, let's go and let's build something else. So far, these are my decks and my win-loss. This Waspivy deck's been really good, dude. We started today 5-0. I'm probably going to keep playing this. But I did want to go back and kind of mess around with some of these other decks. This was a deck I was playing yesterday, my Spiders deck. I do wish we ordered these differently. Descending. Name. I see why it's sorted this way, but it should be sorted Elestrals. We should probably find a new way how to do this. But I feel like this deck is supposed, like, doesn't do it for me right now. It was doing okay yesterday, but I want to kind of build a new iteration of this. Let's see here. Sorry. Is this out? It is out, yeah. It is out. All right, let's play another one. We're gonna keep wasping. What's a good beginner deck to play? There's actually some really good resources right now online that you can check out. TopElestrals.com has a bunch of different decks and stuff. Otherwise, join Discord. But yeah, Vincenzo, this is it is open to play! Exclamation point Clash, I think, but it is free to play right now on Steam. Every card's free. That's a great hand. We're gonna keep this hand. The reason why this hand is a good hand, I'm gonna teach you guys a little bit here. we have Astrabit, which is a great starter Elestral. We have our key piece, Sai Nectar, and its combo piece, Poison Tunic. We have good back row with Shield of Achilles, and we have great Rune Follow with Lavalith to disrupt our opponent's field. So we've kind of got really everything you look for in an opening hand. The PTA art is classic. I should level this up. I like that PTA art. So I did used to do Pokemon with Shady. What's up, Dan? All right. Good start for us. My opponent also went for the mulligan. That means they expended 2 spirits out of their 20 spirits to be able to get a new hand. So they were not quite as fortunate about their hand as I was. We'll hit him with a yo. Cooldown. Looks like I got 2 more slots here. So they're actually going to lead Astrabit as well. So we're going to have a little rabbity rabbit showdown here. I love Spider's 2s off here. Big Spider guy. They're going to set some back row. They're going to set a couple back row. And we're going to draw into, ooh, an even better card. That's a great piece for us, actually. I think there's an argument to go Volcaries first. Although we may bait a Gorgon's Gaze. That would be the only downside. I think Astrabit's pretty safe here. I think there was an argument to play Volcaries first to search Hephaestus. But let's see where this nets us out. This could give us more back row. It actually gives us Earthquake and Kinleo. Wow. Like 3 of the best cards in the game? Please? I think you take the Earthquake. I think you do. I think you take the Earthquake here. That's tough. Kinleo's so good, man. But I think you take the Earthquake here. That was a tough choice. I'm not gonna lie. Those are 3 of the best cards in the game, like right there. I almost wish it wasn't such a tough choice. I went Earthquake because Kinleo is repeatable destruction, which is really good. But Earthquake guarantees that I get to just 1 card, bop it down, my opponent can't stop it. And it means that at no point in this match, at least until the very end, am I ever going to be overwhelmed by my opponent with 1 Elestral. Like, I can always take care of the biggest threat. This card, there's a reason why it's only 1 copy per deck, because it is very strong. And it's very good against this card. So that's helpful as well. Actually, we're just going to Poison Tipped Arrow the Foamy. I'll just get rid of it now. Might as well. Foamy's a strong Elestral because it can turn into more Elestrals. Like, if you destroy it in battle, it gets to turn into another Elestral after it's sent to the underworld. So by using Poison Tipped Arrow, we circumvent its effect and remove it as a threat and save our Earthquake for later, which is a good play. It's not going to be out on mobile yet, but it's going to come to iOS and Android for end of year, and it will be cross progression, yes. How do I feel Elestrals has been performing since release? Like the Clash client missed a hat or the full card game? I have no problem answering the question, but I'm just curious in which context. So that was a really good exchange for us. And we draw into a very powerful card. We're going to go Volcaries, and we're going to put some pressure on now. And see if my opponent has Gorgon's Gaze or not. Let's see if they have Gorgon's Gaze or not. They are not. Can you ascend over everything? Yes, any Elestral can ascend over any Elestral. That's the beautiful thing. It's the spirits that matter. And they're actually going to Poison Tipped Arrow me. I don't hate this, honestly. Like, it means that I don't beat over their Astrabit right now, which is kind of tempting. Is there anything I can do to do that? I don't think so. I think we just let it be. But I do think... So, I mean, here's the thing. I could Necklace of Harmonia, get myself to 7 attack, beat over the Astrabit, but that feels like so much energy to put into a turn that doesn't really generate me enough of an advantage. Although, I would have gotten the necklace for free. So in hindsight, I think that there was an argument to be made there to do it. I think that was a novice play on my end. I think that the play there is enchant Hephaestus with 2, disenchant, grab Necklace of Harmonia, cast it for free with Volcaries, hit over the Astrabit, and then in the end phase, I'm getting destroyed anyway. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think that there's an argument to be made that I could have done that better. Card game overall. How do I feel Elestrals been performing since release? I think it's been great, man. Like, the reality of it is the card game space is filled with a lot of big competitors that have millions and billions of dollars. So we have to approach things a little bit differently, and it makes me excited because we can focus on the nitty gritty. We can focus on the ground roots, the community, focusing on listening to the community and building the game that serves the players, right? And that to me is really valuable, and it's something that I take a lot of pride in with Elestrals. So, you know, with us, we're really focusing on that experience and making sure that, you know, we can deliver for our players. And I said to somebody this morning, I feel really strongly about this. This is a marathon, not a sprint, man. Like, Elestrals is here for the next 20 years, not looking to just blow up overnight. Like, we're a new game. We have a lot of room to grow. We have a lot of things to learn. And sometimes the only way you learn something is by going through it or having to deal with something. And I think we've proven that every time we are faced with a challenge, we come out better on the other side. And I think that that's really important. You know, when the tariffs hit, and the tariffs were scary, man. Like, the tariffs cost my company and Elestrals hundreds of thousands of dollars, man. It was like not a joke, right? Like, that's a lot of money that could have been paid to pay new employees or grow the game. But no, the government took it. It's like, you know, what are you gonna do? You know, but we came out on the other side of that, and what's the solution? Well, I couldn't fix anything about the incredible cost, but I was able to get US manufacturing, which previously we didn't even know was possible. Like, we never thought that we can get US manufacturing. That's crazy. US manufacturing is huge. We actually need to switch our spirits around. US manufacturing is so huge, right? Like, that's, yeah, I am aDrive. What's up, feel good? Like, we're gonna be producing with the best, you know, card game manufacturers in the world now. And we're gonna be able to produce textured hollows and incredible things with our game. Like, the fact that we're a new card game and we're about to legitimately, you know, move to USA manufacturing, and we just started, this is crazy, guys. Like, I don't know if people realize how crazy that is. It's crazy, you know? Hey, feel good, welcome, man. I've been working on creating my own monster game called Elestrals, dude. So you came to at the perfect time. So I don't know if you saw that, but Cyanectar ascended into Wasp Ivy. I'm unaffected by counters, so he can't stop my attack. That's a misplay. My opponent doesn't realize the interaction, but this actually doesn't do anything. Wasp Ivy has a special effect that when he ascends from Cyanectar, he's able to be unaffected by counter runes, so he doesn't get his position changed. And the Tunic activates, and my opponent has to take 2 spirits of damage. So, where are you from? Connecticut. Do you think the new set will sell out on pre-orders, or would the new manufacturing help with that? I think that there's a lot of excitement in the industry from the fact that we switched to US manufacturing. I've heard a lot of great things from stores and from distributors in the sense that it shows another step up in legitimacy for us, right? It takes Elestrals from this indie card game that is producing in China, that is impacted by global and political geopolitical challenges, to now future-proofing with one of the best card partners in the world, like one of the best print manufacturers in the world, that is ready to rock and push the edge of technology for card games, which is something that I'm really proud and excited to explore. So I think that there's a lot of optimism going into our next set. I think there's a lot of optimism right now around the game in general. The fact that we have a digital client. A lot of our competitors, a lot of card games don't have digital clients, right? And the biggest ones do, but their monetization is based around you opening cards to be able to play the game. We're approaching it totally different and saying, hey, you can have every card in the game for free. Like, you could just have every card. Everyone is on the same playing field. That's how it should be, right? Now, obviously, with a physical card game, that's a little trickier, but we make our physical card game super easy to get into as well. Like, the cost of building a top deck in our physical card game is like less than $100. Like, but we still have really cool collectible cards. There's still really cool things you can do about making your cards look awesome in the game. Like this guy. That's interesting. It actually applied the edit to the wrong thing there. That's weird. So, you know, I think that's, you know, we're looking to do some things a little bit differently, you know? So, I love Wasp Ivy, man. Do you think the new set will sell out? Oh, I just answered that. I don't think so, Pixel. But I'm not actually sure. How do you start creating your own game? How did it start? Dude, it just started by me showing up one day. It was January 1st, 2022. And I sat down at my desk and I was getting close to hitting 1 million subscribers on YouTube, man. And I was asking myself, like, what's next for me, right? Because to me, hitting 1 million subscribers was a big goal of mine. It was something that I always wanted to hit. But knowing that I was gonna hit it, as long as I didn't get hit by a bus,
you know, knowing I was going to hit it, I needed something that was going to get me excited to keep kind of pushing forward with my career. And truthfully, man, I love Pokemon. I'll always love Pokemon, but I was pretty cooked on it. And I always wanted to make my own game. I always wanted to put my own ideas into the world. So I sat down and I legitimately wrote pretty much the entirety of Elestrals in, you know, one day. I basically wrote, I mean, obviously it changed from the first draft, but, you know, I wrote like the whole outline of everything I wanted to do. And then I went and found my first artist a few days later, and we started working on some of the ideas I had. And then I found my next artist and my next artist. And then I found a guy to design the card templates, and I started writing cards. And I started calling my friends over to come help me test the cards. And we would go to I would go to Staples and print out the effects and glue them onto Pokemon cards to play on my back porch and test the game and see how the game would play and stuff. And we were like, wait a minute, we might actually have something here. Like, this game is fun. Like, we have a really cool idea. The spirit system is very unique. It's very, I'm always blown away that it really hadn't been done before, because it came to me pretty quickly. So I was like, I actually have a really cool idea here. And I say, you know what? I'm gonna just keep pushing. I'm just gonna keep showing up every single day and try to build something really awesome. And I just haven't looked back, man. I show up every single day. I do the best I can. I stay true to our vision and our mission statement of providing for our players above all, prioritizing people over profit, prioritizing creating a great game and chasing a dream of mine. You know, I'm fortunate to have built an awesome career playing Pokemon, man. I'll always be thankful for that. And I do plan to explore Legends EA when it comes out, but for me, now I have the opportunity to build my own universe, my own world, my own creatures, my own adventure, you know, all of these things that I've spent so much of my life dreaming about. Now I can put it into actuality and do it in a way that can uplift people around me. It can uplift people who are passionate about things that I'm passionate about. It can help them put food on their table for their family. It can help us all come together to create something amazing. It can create friendships and bring people together. And there's a lot of really special things that come from it. And I'm just really excited to be able to show up every day and to do the things that I love. And it's not easy, man. Like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. This is way harder than doing YouTube ever was. There's a lot riding on thing. Every decision I make has impacts across hundreds and thousands of people, man. It's a lot more stress, but the reward and the passion I see from people and the excitement, it all is worth it, man. And we're doing, you know, I get to wake up every single day and be excited about what I'm working on, and that's really special, because I know that not everyone has that opportunity or feels that they have that opportunity in front of them. So to be able to do that and to have all of that amazing stuff in my life and my family life is incredible, dude. Like, I can't complain, man. I'm living the dream right now. But I got a pee, so I'll be right back. But I am definitely living the dream. I'll be back in a few. We're back. Where can you buy it? We are in about 400 stores across the world, and we are on TCG Player, and we're on shopelestrals.com, and we are, let's see, we have, we're on Amazon Prime now if you're in the US. So, just give me a second. I just got a message that I need to read here. So, okay. All right, let's get it. Okay, let's keep the party rocking. I just got a bunch of DMs here that I'm just gonna make sure I didn't miss anything on. And then we can jump into some more games. Honestly, this is inspiring, especially food content I'm enjoying. Hey, thank you so much, Emilio. That's very kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Elvic, thanks so much for the kind words. Is there any ETA for when we learn about Dazed and Enraged? What's Dazed and Enraged? I have no idea. All right, where we at? We're climbing, guys. We're climbing. 17 and climbing. Let's keep it rocking. Let's keep it rocking. We're climbing. We're climbing today. Hey, Scoop, what's good? Sorry to ask the same question. Are there any plans for a Twitch overlay like Hearthstone has so people can master the cards on stream to read them? Oh, man, I don't even know who would make that. I don't know if we make that or if like fans make that, dude. I have no idea. That's a good question, though, Scoop. I think that's something we could work towards, but we're going to be a ways away from that. But that might not actually be that hard to make. I don't know. I've been through the phase of making card games. Seeing you follow through and create something is inspiring. Thank you. This is a good hand. I like this hand. You can send me an email, support@elestrals.com with your portfolio. We'll take a look. All right, let's go. Bunny here in defense. Hit you with a yo. Hey, sounds good, Elvic. You should. Our physical card game is incredible. Oh, that's nice. That's a good hand. I like it. Let's grab the PTA. We can save that for the next turn. And I kind of like just going with the shield skis and just calling it there. I'll set the PTA as well, just in case. But we're going to look to use the shield first. I am live on Twitch as well, yeah. Do I think Clash will open up the door for more experimenting and fine-tuning to make more stuff fit better into the meta? So we're not using Clash as a development tool right now for future sets. We're still using an internal tool for that. But definitely a valid question. Okay, this is interesting. I kind of want to PTA the aDrive here, but I think I'm going to slow play this. Hey, thank you, Unique. How are you today? What's up? Are you planning on making any powerful cards like Egyptian god cards? We have some ideas, but you're going to have to wait to see. Make sure you guys drop a follow, but most importantly, you guys can download Elestrals Clash for free on Steam, so don't miss out on that. That's a nice draw. I don't hate that. I actually love that draw. I think that means we immediately pressure Waspivy here with this draw. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. It's worth it at this stage, I think. If we clear the aDrive, we put ourselves in a pretty good spot. We're gonna enchant just one for now. Hey, what's up, Senketsu? Thank you so much. We're gonna use Hephaestus effect. We're gonna disenchant. We're gonna grab Poison Tunic. Nice. And then we're gonna cast Cyanectar and kind of try to Cyanectar lock my opponent and say, deal with my friend here. Make you deal with him. All right, and then Tunic. Onto the aDrive. Thank you for the nice deck. Vibin'. Vibin'. On the first stream that said your name right. Oh my god, I win. All right, we're gonna go into the Wasp himself. My boy, Waspivy. The Dan Reyes Waspivy. All right, and he hits the field, which is great. So Waspivy cannot be impacted by opponents' counter runes, which is really good. The only question now is, do I want to move my aDrive to attack position here for 1 extra damage? Which means I have to use one of my counter runes in the upcoming turn. I don't think so. I think we just... actually, it's kind of tempting. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Because it gives me a pathway to get that 1 chip damage off. It's worth it. Is there evolution lines? Yeah, there are. So in Elestrals, it's called Ascension, where one Elestral ascends into another. But in the trading card game, you can ascend anything into anything. So there's no like restrictions in terms of Ascension, and that's just a gameplay aspect. Is this a full game? It's the full trading card game, but we just don't have every card in the game yet. For the digital app, it's about 250 out of about 450 cards. But we're adding new cards in every few weeks. What's my favorite Elestral? I would say Nobby is. So my opponent does have the Earthquake. Sad times for us. We're going to lose our Waspivy. That's like one of the few cards that clears me there, but what are you going to do? That's okay. Yeah, so Unique, that's a great question. How many Elestrals have you guys created? So we're about 280, I think, at this point. I slowed down a lot, though. Like, we released about 260 Elestrals in the first 4 sets, and then I decided to, like, put the brakes on, and now we're only releasing a few each set. And the reason for that is because I really want to make sure that we don't, like, I guess, put too many. Okay, this is a little sketchy. I wonder if he's going to go... I think I'm going to PTA this thing. It's tempting. Because I don't have any good way to get over it unless I grab Torch or Hestia, which I don't want to do. I'm just going to go for it. I'd rather get rid of him now than have to deal with him later. So we put the brakes on new Elestrals because I didn't want to have so many that the ones that we had weren't, like, memorable anymore. Or, like, people would have way too many options to look at and try to remember and stuff. So I'm trying to keep us under 300 for a while. Like, I don't think we're going to go over 300 for a few years. We're going to slowly add them in. And, like, with us developing the RPG video game and stuff, I wanted to make sure that we didn't scope out, like, way too many creatures to the point where, like, we couldn't even possibly do the things that we wanted to do, you know? So, all right. This is a pretty decent position to be in. The Kinleo scares me. We're going to have to deal with that, but we're not in the worst spot. That's a good draw for us. I think our play here is we actually just re-enchant the Astravit and just get an additional draw. There's a lot of advantage to be generated here. Cyanectar, PTA, Argo. We take this guy. Yeah, I like that. It's gonna be hard for him to deal with it twice. And then I'm actually gonna just disenchant off my Hephaestus now and grab Poison Tunic. Let's grab our Tunic. That way we guaranteed have that on the next turn. You like Hellmelt? I'm glad you like Hellmelt. All right, I don't see a world where they Shield of Achilles here. Hey, what's up, Cameron? They're gonna Tsunami. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Not a big deal for us. We're A-okay there. Is there a deck list for this? It is on top of Elestrals, or if you watch the beginning of the stream, but it's the top deck on top of Elestrals. The Wall YGO made it. I'm a big Waspavi fan, and his deck list is very optimized. It's very, very good. So I just yoinked it from him. It's very clean. What changes to Clash are you considering after the initial response? Oh, we have a ton of updates coming. I think there's going to be an update by the end of the day or tomorrow morning. We've got a bunch of stuff coming. We're continuing to take in feedback. I think one of the areas that we really want to nail down is the tutorial. I do think we dropped the ball a little bit on the tutorial, which is a bit unfortunate. But I feel optimistic about getting to where we need to be. So this actually works out in my favor tremendously because they get... Oh, they're going to Demeter. Okay. They're going to Demeter. Honestly, this is still good, though. Like, we're still in a really good spot. What is the lore of Elestrals? Elestrals is based in ancient Greek mythology. The idea is, to really simplify the idea, I think I'm just going to shield here. I'll try to simplify the lore video. The gods and titans had their big war. Obviously the gods won. In this process, the spirits got shattered, and the Elestrals became to be. So the backstory of Elestrals is that the creatures that existed in Greek mythology, like the Hydra, became Elestrals, right? So they're Elestrals. That's what they were. So instead of it being the Hydra, it's Pantera. So that's kind of the... Ooh, that's a really good draw. I don't think we need it right now, though. I think we go Viscerous. We go Viscerous. And that should give me enough to be able to do that on the next turn. I actually do a lot of damage here if we get this attack off. And then we save ourselves enough spirits to use Waspavi on the next turn. But we have lore videos on our YouTube channel. I'm a little disheveled here, but they're up on YouTube if you want to take a look. Yeah, Cameron, Amazon Prime. We got stuff on Amazon Prime if you're interested. You can grab Starter Decks there. Otherwise, our full store shop Elestrals has everything. All right, so we hit for a total of 3 spirits. We do have a little bit of a lead here. We know our opponent has a Kinleo, I'm pretty sure, from earlier, from the Smoltuga. Right? Yeah. Could you win the championship in this game? Yes, there is a world championship. Players are qualifying for it now. I think we've got about 4 people qualified for the world championship now. But we have a tournament this weekend that'll be streamed on the Elestrals YouTube channel, where people are going to be competing. We just had an in-person event in Atlanta a few weeks ago with over 100 players. We've got a 400-plus person event coming in Florida in October, which is going to be really exciting. So we're doing it. Yeah, we're doing it. But yeah, players are competing right now for the World Championship. And tomorrow is Elestrals Day, so Elestrals Day, we'll have some big announcements. Yeah, I would recommend, Cameron, picking up the double starter deck bundle, man. The Firestorm double starter deck bundle. There's 2 different ones. Both of them are great. I think if you pick up one of those, you'll be in great shape. All right, running back the Galaxy. Running back the Galaxy. And a back row. All right, let's see what he's going to crash into. Okay, so I can crash him into my Astrabbit, or I can stop his attack here. I think either one is decent. Do I want to let him crash into me? He'll take 1 Spirit of damage if he does that. He loses his Galaxy. I think we stop the attack. I think we stop the attack. We're going to do 2 of those. Yeah, this is early access, Elvic, so there's going to be plenty of opportunity for us to improve. All right, so I left him there because I want to be able to use my Poison Tunic on him. I'm going to get myself really low. I would love an Ambrosia. Oh! Top deck! Let's go! You love to see it. You love to see it. Off the top ropes Ambrosia. Off the top ropes Ambrosia there. That's a beautiful thing. That's the creator privileges right there, guys. If you make the game, you get to call out the card that comes off the top. Oh man. All right, so now we can Poison Tunic the Galaxy. Let's do, I think you do 2 of these onto the Galaxy. That's gonna activate the Cyanectar. We should be okay. I need this Cyanectar effect to go off. As long as this goes off, we're like A-okay. If it doesn't go off, not as A-okay, but we'll make it work. Yeah, that's a good one, Cameron. They could, if they Gorgon's Gaze here, that might be a little tricky for us, actually. Maybe I overextended a wee bit. Might have overextended a wee bit. They're thinking. If they're gonna Gorgons, now's the time. All right, we get to do it. Where's my boy, Wasp Ivy? He's here. We love him. Wait, why did he just get Water Enchanted? What? What? Why did he get Water Enchanted? I'm so confused. I have an Earth Spirit right there. Wow, did I just lose the game because of that? What an advertisement. That's terrible. I'm actually very devastated. I don't know what happened. I'm very confused. I didn't click the spirit and my auto spirit is off. And it's Gorgon's Gaze, which means I lose my Visceras. I lost the game because of that, dude. Wow. I don't understand. I'm like actually kind of salty about that. What even happened? Did I misclick or did... I can't even believe that. I don't even know. I don't know what happened. I like have to go back and watch the footage. That's terrible. I'm a little salty about that one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little salty about that. I might need to take a break. What was that? I have to go back and like look at the footage there. I have no idea what happened. My auto enchant was off and everything. Oh, that's so annoying. I gotta report the bug. The downside's the early access. Okay, let's see here. Steps. Cyanectar. Cast with Earth. Let me see here. Ambrosia with Earth. To return 3 Earth. I have 4 Earth now. Cyanectar cast with Earth. Poison Tunic cast on opponent. Elestral. Galaxy. Base set with water. Cyanectar effect. Search Wasp Ivy. Wasp Ivy auto cast with water. It didn't let me choose a spirit despite having 1 Earth left in spirit deck. Cost me game satch. Severity. I'd say medium. Probably a corner case. Seems like, hold on. Auto spirit was off. Have had a similar situation. This happened approx 1:35 into my VOD from 7:30. Okay, so gameplay, we'll post that and we'll get the bug report out. That's a bummer, man. Definitely a bummer. We would have been 7-0. I do think we probably win that game there. Yeah, I think we probably win there because they didn't Gorgons the Cyanectar, which means that Wasp Ivy comes out, it clears the galaxy. I hit for 3 spirits of damage. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like we were in a pretty good spot there. That's all right. We bounce back. We bounce back. What do we got here? I'm titching this hand. We're gonna mulligan. Does Steve work with us? Yes, Magnitude is on the team. It definitely auto-enchanted. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but that's all right. We live and you learn. I didn't do anything, but what are you gonna do? That's a tricky hand. I think I keep it, but it's kind of tough. I think we have to keep it. That's a tough hand. It's a good hand, but it like doesn't get me anywhere. So. All right, we got applesauce. Thank you, Scoop 'em up again. And they're gonna start with Spectrus. That's fine. Jock, did you see what happened? My Wasp Ivy got misenchanted. It was a bug. GG's. I don't know if you saw, but yeah, my Wasp Ivy came down misenchanted. I put a bug in for the bug report. It got enchanted with water, which why would I ever do that? I had the Earth Spirit. Why would I ever do that? That's a terrible draw. GG's though. Okay, that's decent at least. Hey, what's up, Monk? When is this live? It's live right now, dude. Early access available now. Every single card is free. Join the fun. It went live yesterday. All right, I gotta somehow deal with this now. Looks nice, thank you. You should give it a try. I'm still very confused with the whole spirit thing and casting and using spirits. So you start with a 20 spirit deck, right? And you can use a bunch of different elements. So you have 20 spirits. Every time you play a card, you have to use the spirits to cast the card, okay? So like my opponent here just cast their Galaxy, and they had to use spirits to cast the Galaxy, right? I think I'm going to not use this effect, even though I want to. So every card they use costs spirits to cast. When they deal damage based on the number of spirits on them. So I'm gonna take 2 damage here, because each of these has one spirit on them, right? They can play any number of runes in a turn. You can play as many runes as you want, but every rune has a cost, right? So you need the spirits to play the runes. So this Atlantis costs 1 spirit. So they played that and buffed up their guys. I'm actually gonna bounce the Spectrus. So like this card here, Shield of Achilles, it returns his Elestral back to hand, which is really advantageous, but it cost me 2 spirits to make that play. So it's a net of 1 spirit, but it's a game of kind of attrition because every move you make costs spirits and your opponent has to use spirits to stop your moves from happening too, right? So it's very back and forth. And we're gonna take a damage there. And we'll take a I'll take a water. What is Nexus? Nexus is the process of moving spirits from one card to another with a card effect. All right, so I'd love to draw a Cyanectar right now. That would actually be really nice. I get the Galaxy. That's helpful for later. We're gonna go Viscerous and see if my opponent has an answer to it. If they do, they probably are gonna use it. I could see a Tsunami here. Tsunami's probably their play. I would have really liked a Cyanectar. Yeah, the game's for free on Steam, guys. Every card is free in Elestrals Clash. Hey, nice, Hair Razor. Thanks for picking up Starter Deck. Oh, wow, the attack went through. I'm really surprised. So my opponent actually does not respond to my Viscerous. That's going to allow me to get my second Viscerous to the field, which is very helpful. And he has to go to defense position, but still really good. I'm really surprised that my opponent didn't use a counter in there. I wonder what their counter is then. So yeah, Oakland, every move you make has spirits cost. You can't just cast any number of Elestrals each turn. You have 1 normal action per turn to play your Elestrals, but you can play any number of runes. So you could, in theory, like use all your life on 1 turn if you had enough of like combos to do it. Rise from the Depths. That's what the card was. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, no bueno for me. No bueno for me. I think I PTA him though, still. Just to get rid of him. That'll get rid of the Galaxy. Kind of the funny thing is he's gonna swap my Viscerous so that my defense is actually 6. Which is kind of funny. Spectrus would be really annoying here, but I think he just runs it. Yeah, he's just gonna run the Spectrus out. Okay, so kind of the funny thing is he is gonna only be able to beat 1 of my Elestrals, right? I'm pretty sure he can only beat 1 Elestral. Am I wrong? The Galaxy goes down, Spectrus doesn't beat me. I don't think I need to PTA this one because he can't beat this Viscerous unless he has another card. So I think this this exchange actually works really well in my favor. All right, so they're gonna win the engagement with their Spectrus into my Viscerous, but that's okay. All right. But it does cost. You get gold out of it. I'm a little confused. Oh, what happened to my PTA? Oh, I declined my PTA. Oops. I forgot to use my PTA. Okay, well, I'm bad. That's okay. I get bailed out because I drew Kinleo. I forgot to use my PTA, I declined it. That's okay, though. We get bailed out. We get bailed out. We're gonna go all in here. All right, let's go Nexus. So this is Nexus. I'm gonna use the effect of my Kinleo to move spirits from my Hephaestus to my Viscerous. And that's gonna activate Kinleo's effect to use his effect to target and destroy an Elestral, and we're gonna destroy the Spectrus, which is nice, and my opponent's gonna forfeit. Nice. But I appreciate the feedback, Costs. Let me take a look at the battle pass. So in-game currency, you're getting the gold. You're getting ash. So gold is used to buy things in the store. You can buy keys. You also get, ash, which is to upgrade your cards. He means the gems. I can understand the idea there. The gems you get through challenges and stuff too. But we talk about battle passes refunding themselves means the pass gives you enough currency for the next pass. I'll have to talk to my team. I mean, I have a team that handles the economy of the game. I think it's important. Like, I think having the Clash Pass be valuable for people makes sense. I totally agree with you there. But I think there needs to be a perspective of the fact that every card is free. So, like, we have to have an appropriate way to monetize the cosmetics and ensure that that's something that is desirable for people and that people are getting out of it what they think they should be getting out of it. And I think in this case, you're getting one of the top runes in the game. You're getting another board. You're getting the Stellar Ass Rabbit Buddy. So I do feel like there's quite a bit of good stuff in here. But I appreciate your feedback. That's something that I'll have to talk to my team about, though. Like I said, they're the experts. They're the experts there. Hey, you got the state-specific discords. Oh, Storm Raider, I'm so glad to hear that. Every card is unlocked by default. It is. Every single card in the game is free for everybody. And we have to ditch this hand. That's a terrible hand. Every single card is free for everybody. Everyone is on the exact same playing field, man, which is super cool. This is a good hand. We keep this one. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to play Legends ZA, Trevor. When they attack, the attack vis with spec, you saw its defense drop to 4. I'm confused. All right, do you Torch of Hestia right out the gates here to clear the bunny? That's interesting. It's tempting. I kind of feel like I do. Ooh, I like that draw. All right, let's see if he Gorgons. We're gonna go Volcaries. I'm gonna try to pressure the rabbit right away. Hephaestus. We're gonna go Hephaestus. Probably go Hephaestus with 2. Just to make sure I get the searches I want. And it's early anyway. All right, we're gonna disenchant from Hephaestus. This is gonna activate his effect. Hephaestus is the Divine of Fire, so he can search out the deck for really cool cards that are called artifacts. So we're gonna search out for the Torch of Hestia. It gives me +2 attack. Because my Volcaries is on the field as well with Hephaestus, I can cast this for free from my Underworld. And we're gonna empower our Volcaries and get them to 6 attack. Now, there's a very good chance that my opponent interacts with this, right? There's a good chance they have Tsunami or Shield of Achilles or something that is gonna disrupt my play. But I'm able to thin my deck a little bit, and if I can get the attack off, it actually puts me in a pretty good spot. And Torch of Hestia is gonna allow me to look at the top 3 cards of my deck and be able to choose which order I see them in. What's up, Raptors? There's the shield. All right, so my opponent does bounce my card back to hand, but I still do get to look at my next couple cards: Shield, Viscerus, and Necklace of Harmonia. So we take the. I'm gonna want to reset this, so we're gonna do that. Lois will be on top, so Shield will be on top. So I know I'm gonna get Shield next turn, which is good. Peliquarius. That's my opponent going to be searching for Galaxy to swap stats around. What's up, Kree bro? There's the Galaxy. And we'll see if they go to attack with aDrive here or not. They're gonna Thunderstorm my Hephaestus. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. I was quite excited to use that. Good play. What's up, Arkini? How are you? Yeah, I think so, Slim. Definitely. Am I still doing Pokemon? I'm gonna cover ZA, but don't expect much from me, man. I have a full-time job running this company, dude. I'm very busy. I'm a busy man. All right, I'm gonna take one from Peliquarius here. And I have some options to like clap back, but it's not, we're not like in the best spot because of this back row. That's a good draw though. And now I can't reshuffle my deck, which is annoying. All right, we're gonna go this. Okay, we're gonna set this. So we saw one shield. What are the chances they have a second shield here? I kind of want to YOLO that they're not gonna have a second shield. This is a pretty bad play, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna YOLO that they don't have a second shield face down. Let's see if it works out. They don't have a shield. Wow. All right, we got the attack off. It's a miracle. So that works out in a few ways. One, it means I get to heal a spirit with Scythe the Demeter, which is really nice. And I get to search my deck for a second Viscerus and cast it to the field. So that was purely a situation where I just kind of took a gamble. I said, listen, they're either going to have it or they're not. They already used one, which means there's only 2 left in their deck, and we're still pretty early game. So I took my chances that they weren't going to find the card that they needed. And, I mean, I got the guy I wanted out, so let's see how this goes. It's a Hurricane. Uh-oh. That's problematic. That's problematic. I think you Gorgons here. Do I Gorgons? This may be a terrible decision. Oh, I ran out of time. No. All right. Yeah, that was an unfortunate situation. I wanted to Gorgon's Gaze, pulling off the Viscerus to the Peliquarius. Galaxy doesn't beat Viscerus here. He ties. Which is why I thought maybe, nah, I don't know. Oh, if he clears Viscerus, I don't actually know. It's tough. I think using the Gorgons there was the play, because I'm gonna lose. I'm definitely losing this guy no matter what. So it's a matter of can they get rid of this guy right now, which I think they will be able to, because their Galaxy can crash into me. They're gonna Titanic Strike, interesting, into defense though. And it's Wind Enchanted. Okay, so no harm done. My misplay doesn't hurt anything. No harm done. That's a great draw. I think here we definitely go Vis. This Viscerus comes to the field and is unaffected by counter runes, so it guarantees that I get to get an attack off, which is really nice. So what do I want to get rid of the most? I think I want to get rid of the Titanic Strike. Nice, and I get to heal. Scythe the Demeter actually putting in work. Oh, I don't actually have anything. That's a fail to find. All right, we get to heal an Earth Spirit there. Nice. Not a bad turn of events for us. We know they have the Galaxy, so I'm waiting for that to hit the field. I really want Liar in this deck. I really think there's an argument. There's the Galaxy. I think there's an argument to fit Liar in this deck. It's very tempting. Because Liar, if I had Liar in this deck, like I straight up win right now on the spot. It's very tempting to fit one in. Zeus. Oh, are you gonna Zeus down my Viserys right now? Wait a minute. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. I don't think there's anything I can do. So I can Argo. But what does Argo do for me? Argo's not doing anything for me right now, is it? Necklace isn't good. Torch isn't good. I already used it. Tunic isn't good. No, I think we just let it be. We just take the hit. So Savitar, that was actually one of the strongest decks in the game, but we just banned the card that like made that work really well. But we'll be adding the other werewolf back into the game soon, so hang tight. Okay, so I think this is a situation. It's gonna seem a little weird, but we're actually gonna miscast our Volcaries with water. This is a really unique engagement right now where my opponent has one card that really messes us up here, and it's called Tsunami. So Tsunami doesn't work against water Elestrals, which means that if I misenchant my Volcaries with water, he can't Tsunami me. And it ensures that I get to knock out his guy. It doesn't seem like he had that play anyway, but that's like the top level gameplay that you want to consider when you start to get into like the high levels of Elestrals, is like making those decisions, you know? Okay, my opponent has one back row. The only back row that stops multiple Elestrals from attacking right now is Tsunami. The way I get around that is by playing a Water Spirit on my Volcaries, because it can still beat the card I need to beat, and I don't have to worry about the Tsunami. So even if he had Tsunami, it wasn't going to save him there. We're going to be in a very similar situation this upcoming turn as well. This Galaxy is causing me issues. These Galaxies, though. We're legitimately a Cyanectar away from just, like, popping off. I assume he goes for Volcaries here? Hey, Bob, thanks for the raid, man. Thank you, Boffers. That is not the card I was hoping for. All right, we're gonna expend a spirit to draw. That is the card I was hoping for. That's what we want to see next turn. All right, let's see if my opponent has back row. Do you play Water Spirits in all decks then just to get around Tsunami? Not all decks, but a lot of decks will run like one Water Spirit just for that option, yeah. A lot of decks are running Water anyway because they're running Tsunami too, because it's such a strong card. So yeah. All right, let's see what my opponent's gonna do here. We have a few different pathways if they attack us. Sorlid, okay. We kind of have exactly what we need here. This thing is very scary. Let's see if he attacks. We are gonna Argo. So Argo is a counter rune that allows me to search my deck for an artifact and cast it to the field. We're going to search our deck for Poison Tunic. Poison Tunic is going to... We're gonna put it on the Sorlet. It's gonna drop the Sorlet's attack by 2 and make it so he's gonna crash into our Volcaries and knock himself out here. So he's gonna have to take 2 spirits of damage because of that. So he attacked into us. We got to use our Argo. We cast out our artifact, which makes him weaker, and we stop his plan, the plan in his tracks. And now we just need to attack for game. We actually have game here, I think. So we're going to use a Fire Spirit on our Ambrosia. We're going to grab an Earth, and a Fire. We're going to cast our Cyanectar. We're going to use our Poison Tunic on our own Cyanectar. That's going to allow us to activate our Cyanectar's effect and ascend into Wasp Ivy from our deck, getting us that 1 extra damage we need on the field. And that's going to be GG's. My opponent has recognized that we have sealed game here, as no cards in the game on their end are able to stop what I have just done. We're going to set our Argo just to be safe, and we are moving into the next rank. Ooh. We love to see it. We love to see it. Where are we at now? Show it to me. Top 15. We're there. We're there. We're doing it. We climbing. We climbing. Let's go. Yeah, you got to be here to be top 25, man. The ranks are climbing. People are grinding, dude. What's up, Jay? We're doing our best here. We're hanging in there. We're on a nice streak. Currently, we're on a really nice streak, actually. Currently, we're 8-1 with the Wasp Ivy, but we should be 9-0. We lost to a bug. So that's a really good start for us. That's a really good start for us. I got to get some water there, guys. I'll be right back. I got to hydrate because I'm talking a lot. But stay tuned. We're going to grind some more games. So I'll pull up the leaderboard just to show I'm legit, and I'll be right back. I have returned. I got grapes, guys. I got grapes. Gotta get some grapes. All right, I know someone was asking for the deck list. Here you go, buddy. Steal my deck list. I took this deck from LOLYGO, though, by the way. Hey, couple, thanks for the raid. This deck has been really good so far. I like it a lot. The only thing is I wish I had Liar in here. Like, I really, really want Liar in here. But I don't know what you put in here for Liar. Like, I could see you taking Scythe out for Liar. That's the only thing. I feel like Liar would be so good, though, because it turns Viscerus into a battle trick against Galaxy. Although, I guess Scythe does the same thing, kind of. That's tough. Liar's so good, though. I really haven't seen Equalings much. I'm a big grape fan. Yeah, grapes are great. I don't know if you keep this. I think you do. It's not amazing, but it's not bad either. I'll keep it. Oh, these are cotton candy grapes, Ben. These are cotton candy grapes. All right, small Tuga. Right out the gates. We're gonna see Kinleo. Kinleo's a little annoying. Oh, Volcaries, okay. What do I want to do? Let's see what we draw. I kind of like it. It's a little spicy, but I kind of like the idea right now. I'm going Cyanectar and Tunic right now. It's like super aggressive, but I kind of like the idea. Because worst case, it forces Gorgon's Gaze, right? Like, I'm going to go for it. I mean, if they Gorgon's Gaze me, they Gorgon's Gaze. Not I can do about it. We're going to find out right now, though. Now is the window. Okay, I guess not. All right, we're going up to the Wasp then. We're going into the Wasp. I like it. Set that. All right, so Wasp 5e beats Smoltuga. My opponent can't respond. And they're going to take 2 Spirits of damage from Tunic. So, I feel like there's too many things to do per turn. It's a card game, buddy. So Night Owl, some of these cards are from the newest set. All right, let's see. I'm assuming we're going to see Volcaries, Search of Festus, Necklace, maybe? If they have Kinleo, they probably use it now, too. But they may be a turn away from that, which is nice. We'll see if they have the removal. It's Volcaries, so they're going to just go up to Hephaestus. I'm very interested to see, are they going to grab Necklace to try to beat over me? That's going to be the question here. You got locked in the card tutorial. One issue that people were experiencing that was locking them in the card tutorial is by changing your resolution. So I don't know if that was what happened to you, Planet, but something to be mindful of. All right, so my opponent, using their Hephaestus, they're going to disenchant from Hephaestus, and they're going to likely search for some sort of artifact. I assume it's Necklace of Harmonia. There's a chance that it's Lyre. Both are annoying for me. I don't want to see either. Necklace, I actually, if I'm going to see something, I'd rather see Necklace. I don't want to see a Lyre right now. Lyre messes me up. It's Necklace. Okay. So my opponent is likely going to utilize Necklace of Harmonia to make their Volcaries a big attacker. They're going to make him a 9 attacker to hit over my Wasp Ivy. Seems like their play. That's exactly what they're going to go for. So that does make them a 9. We're going to hit him with the Plot Twist. And we do have Argo. So we have our answer, which is a beautiful thing. Argo's gonna allow us to grab an artifact from our deck. I think we actually grab Scythe. Cast it with 2 Earth, and we empower the Wasp Ivy. This should turn us into a 10 and make it so the Volcaries crashes with us. Although they could Argo me and mess up my whole plan, so I guess we'll see what happens. That would be brutal. Let us see what their play is. Altar of Stars. So they're gonna Nexus Spirits on the field to change the position, but you can't change the position of Wasp Ivy. I'm unaffected by counter runes. So is he gonna try to change the... You can't. Don't you bug on me. I'm unaffected by counter runes. He's gonna turn himself to defense. What a turn of events. So he's gonna stop his own attack. But now he's gotta pay the necklace. He didn't know. Oh no. He didn't know Wasp Ivy unaffected by counter runes. And now he has to pay 2 spirits off of Necklace of Harmonia. How good is BlueStacks deck to pilot for a beginner? It's certainly fun. BlueStacks is very fun. So we get the whale. Now we get to do all the things we want to do. Viscerus comes out. We get to go Viscerus into Volcaries. Oh, I meant to set my back row, so I kind of just messed up. That's okay. I did mean to set that back row, so that's a mistake. But we get Viscerus effect. I hope that doesn't come to bite me. I'd be a little sad. That was a misplay. Best deck for beginners. There's some starter decks in the app that you can mess around with. All right, so yeah, not setting Argo there is potentially a mistake. We'll see if it bites us. I don't know. My opponent can definitely still come back. I kind of misplayed there by not setting that. Yikes. Let's find out. Is it gonna come bite me in the butt? I mean, I still have a really strong field. It's not like I don't. But yeah, messed up a little bit. Heliolith. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Heliolith is pretty good, man. Tell me he's gonna use an artifact on this thing. Torch. Okay, so he's gonna torch over me, which is kind of interesting. I don't think he used the torch now. I think he just take out the Viscerous. No, I guess he wants the foretell. Okay. Maybe he goes over the defense one then. Yeah, this is where having Argo not on the field is kind of bad. If I had Argo on the fields, it actually changes what we do here. That's such a bummer. Okay, Plucky, Galaxy, Argo. So we have to be really careful attacking. We have to be really careful attacking. Yeah, that dude, if I have Argo here, we legit win on the spot. It's such a bummer. That's the mistake we make. Okay, we're still in this, We got options. All right, let's see what we can do here. That's not bad. Okay, so I think we Galaxy swap stats and then look to Galaxy crash the Heliolith. I think that's the play. It's a little weird, but I think it's the play. I think it's the play. Okay. Change you to attack position. Set this. And then we're gonna go Galaxy in the Heliolith. We hit it. We're gonna take one. And then we get to attack for one. Okay. Not terrible. We know there's a potential Galaxy or a Plucky coming that we have to be really careful of. I don't know what they grabbed though. Both the Galaxy and the Plucky are kind of annoying here, I'm not gonna lie. I assume it's one of those that we're gonna see. Ambrosia face down, okay. We got a close game now. So I've used my Scythe. I've used a lot of my good artifacts. This is a close game. It's gonna be the Astrabit in defense. Okay. Honestly, I don't hate it. Because now I'm a Cyanectar away from like kind of doing real big things here. I have to still get over the back row. I'd love to draw a Viscerous. Give me a Viscerous top deck here. Top deck Vis. Not bad. Very tempted to expend the draw. Any move I make to beat over the Astrabit is like a really expensive play that I don't think I want to make. So I think we're going to expend the draw. That's a good draw. Yeah, I really want to just push forward with Viscerous. I kind of like it. It's very tempting. It's one of those plays that if I miss the play though, like if I don't do it right, I lose the game on the spot. But I kind of want to go for it. We're gonna Ambrosia. Get a couple of those back. I still have my Torch. So I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm not saying it's a good play, but I think I'm gonna go for it. The other option is you just Necklace. I think I'm gonna go for it, man. Eek!
I really hope this doesn't bite me in the butt. It's gonna bite me in the butt, but I'm gonna try anyway. We're going for it. All right, so Torch's effect is gonna activate, I think. It's gonna make me a 7 either way. Don't you shield me. No shields. Thank you, Dark Lord. Have fun, man. Anyone can download Elestrals Clash for free right now on Steam, guys. Totally free. Every card's free. You should try it. There's no reason not to. Oh, we got the attack off. Huge. Huge. Actually massive. Our boldness pays off once again, ladies and gentlemen. Our boldness pays off once again. All right, we'll see what happens on the next turn. We're working on adding them in Sebastian, yeah. I'm not sure, Law, and I don't think it's bugged. I think it's just hard, but I'll have to... You can always put in a bug report on the Discord server. There's the Plucky. We are gonna stop this thing in its tracks. Oh wait, we gotta pass the chain. We are not letting this Plucky do its thing. I'm gonna pay here, and I'm gonna pay here. I am not letting that Plucky do anything. Having this Viscerus means I always get my attack off, so. And we take the dub! Let's go! We out here, we out here. How we doing? We're climbing. Top 10! Top 10, we're doing it. We're doing it. Let's keep it rocking. We're out here. Stop the count. Stop the count. Let's keep it going. What's up, sir? 4K, how's it going? Can you give me a deck list? You should check out the top Elestrals post. Here, I'll make an AdCom deck list. Check that out. All right, this is an interesting hand. I think I'm gonna keep it, even though I don't like the Waspavia. I like a lot of the other stuff. Are there bots? No, not yet. Everyone is a real person. All right, so we're gonna cast that Strabbit in defense. This is pretty much the best turn 1 play you can do in the game. Just because it generates a lot of advantage for you. It allows you to look into your deck and grab any card you want. These are all really good cards for us to grab. The Viscerus I particularly like. The Gorgon's Gaze is also really strong. I think we're gonna take given the rest of my hand, I think I'm gonna take the Viscerus. Although I will say Gorgon's Gaze is generally the better option. I just wanna make sure I can put some pressure on in this upcoming turn. Hey, Weedle, thanks so much, man. Plucky, so they're gonna search their Divine Rune. I'm curious which Divine they are running. But Plucky sets up my Viscerus really well, so that's good. They are running Apollo. Okay, so we have to be really careful of Windjin, Tornajin. That's like our main threat here. And they're gonna Apollo right out the gates. Okay, I have not played a lot of solar stuff, so this is the first time we're running against Apollo. Apollo has a really unique mechanic called Foretell. It allows him to look at the top 3 cards of the deck and reorder them, but also grab a solar Elustral that way. So Lustragon and Argo. So they're gonna grab the Lustragon to hand. We have to be really, really careful about Lustragon now, because that card just destroys our soul. So that's problematic for sure. So now I'm wishing I had the Gorgon's Gaze right about now instead of the Viscerus. But alas.
Tunic is cool, but doesn't help me here. We just go Viscerous. I do think we're gonna set a back row because of the Lustragon. I'm gonna set this and use it as a bait. And we're gonna go battle phase. I'm sure we're gonna run into something that's gonna stop us here, but we're gonna try. I'm expecting Tsunami or Shield of Achilles. Argo. Interesting. What would they be using with Argo here? They're gonna Liar me? Is that what they're gonna do? If they Liar me, I cannot get around that. That's a bummer. Are they gonna Liar? I assume they're gonna Liar. They're gonna Tunic. Interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna Argo then. I'm gonna Argo back. So their Tunic is gonna drop my attack to 3 so I don't beat their Plucky, but now I'm gonna grab another artifact and they're gonna shield. Oh man, that's hilarious. Okay. Actually hilarious. I actually don't want to cast an artifact. There's no benefit to me casting an artifact with this. Because he's gonna ascend anyway, so... Okay. What is the Tunic on? The Tunic is on... Okay, that's a bug. The Tunic is apparently attached to Viscerous in my hand. That should not happen, so we need to make a bug report on that. That was a very interesting set of interactions there. That should not be on the field. That should certainly not be on the field. All right, the unfortunate part about this is Lustragon kind of just destroys my soul right now. Because he's going to be able to move the spirits from the Apollo. He's going to target any one of my cards to destroy it. He's going to foretell Ambrosia, Winjin, and Plucky. So Plucky gets added to hand. Yeah, this is not good for us. Not good for us right now. My only hope is that he does this effect and he misses his target. Like he targets the other card. Let's find out what his target is. I really need him to hit the right target for me. I'm not even gonna look. I'm not even gonna look at which one he hit. I don't remember which one he hit, but he hit one of them. I don't know which one he hit, but I don't wanna look. Just gonna hope that my shield is still face down. It is. We out here. Let's go. We're back in it. We are back in it. 50-50. He hits the Necklace of Harmonia that I set as a bait, and it works out in our favor. And we're okay. We're A-okay. We're back in it. Okay, that's an interesting draw. I think that there's some value to re-enchanting Astrabid here. But he can't beat me with Liar. Do I want to hit for 2? Let's re-enchant the rabbit. I think that this is the play, because Viscerous here is good, but I kind of want to save Viscerous, and I'm worried about how this Tunic is going to work. That is phenomenal. Okay, this means that... I think this means we don't lose now. Right? I think this means we just, like, don't lose. 2 options. I think you take the EQ here. I'm very nervous about the Tornadin. It's very tempting to hit for 2, but I do think that he's gonna have... the Ambrosia anyway coming, and Winjin and Tornadin. So I'm getting cooked anyway. I think we actually do change to attack and attack. I'm getting cooked no matter what, so I might as well just hit him for 2 here. He's gonna Winjin, Tornadin me no matter what I do. There is no AI art, Fulf. Elestrals uses no AI art at all. We credit all of our artists on the cards. And all of our artists have contracts that state they're not allowed to use AI art. So you're good, Fulf. We're all about the community, man. And we're not using shitty AI art to make our game. Every card has the artist on the card on. Costa, Emromo, Bromo, Jumbo. So I was exactly right. My opponent does Winjin. They're going to be able to go into Tornjin. And they're going to be able to destroy me here. So, Gorgon's Gaze and Rise. Wow, they got everything, dude. They got everything off of that. Ouch. They got everything off of that. Ooh, man. That's rough. They legitimately found everything off of that. Curious if they used Tornjin's effect. Like, we're not out of this game, but they legitimately just drew so many good cards. Okay, so they are using Tornjin's effect. I know they have an Ambrosia. What's up, Dustin? If you guys are new on TikTok, make sure you guys drop a follow. If you're new otherwise, definitely drop a follow. You can download Elestrals Clash for free right now. Available. He gets the Ambro, so he's got double Ambro. Gorgon's Calfmel Ambro. And I don't get to see what it was either, which I should be able to see it, I think, but that's okay. And there's the Ambros. Oh, we were so close, yet so far. Just gonna get a bunch of solar back. Yeah, 5. I assume this card is bugged and he just can't use it. This is a close game. Like, we're certainly not out of the game. Nog, Winjin, again, and Exaltus. So he gets free Exaltus. And he's got another Winjin to get another Tornjin out. This is so rough. Oh, no. Okay. We're still in it. We're still in it. It's just not ideal. Not ideal. He chooses to not attack my bunny? Oh. Oh, man. We're cooking good now. Oh, man. He was afraid of my face down bluff. Oh, man. We out here. Give me my Hephaestus. That's so big. Yeah, that's actually massive. All right, the Earthquake we grabbed a few turns ago, proven to be useful right now. And if I get these 2 attacks off, we're in a pretty good spot. I feel safe setting this because my opponent can't Hurricane. And it looks like they either disconnected or quit. Let's see if we reconnect. All right, so we did reconnect. We're gonna enter battle phase. Strabit declares attack, no response. Okay, that's good. Gonna hit for 2 here. And we're gonna take the Winjin out of the equation, I think. Although Ambrosia's still a thing. This is a close one. I mean, I'm up a lot, but like, my opponent's deck is so explosive, it's hard to know exactly what's gonna happen. Calfmel's a thing. Calfmel's definitely a thing. That'll keep him in the game. But we're about to do some really fun stuff now. All right, I'm gonna show you why this deck is so wicked. We're gonna cast Hephaestus with a Fire Spirit. And now we're gonna be able to give this Calfmel all sorts of debuffs. I don't actually think I even need to use his effects. We're gonna go Scythe of Demeter with 2 Earth onto my Volcaries champ. Oh, wait. I wanna go back. Oh, do I not have 2 Earth in my Underworld? Why is it only letting me cast with fire? Oh, you can only cast with fire from the Underworld. Okay, makes sense. All right, so we're gonna Tunic and put that on the Calf Mel. All right, that's gonna cost him 2 spirits. So he's gonna heal 2, so net 2. And then I think we just win there. I don't think it makes sense to Tunic a second time just in case. Did I never cast an Elestral this turn? I guess I didn't. That's right. So now we get Viscerous. That gives me another option to beat him. And then I think I'm still Tunic from before, which is crazy. We're gonna kind of go all in on this play and hope we can win the game from here. All right. I think I misplayed, to be honest. There's a world where I actually still lose this. Nah, it depends on if this Tunic is live now that I just cast Viscerous. I actually don't know. If I lose, I'm gonna be so salty if I lose. I think I messed up. No, we got it, we got it. we got it, we got it, we got it. All right, Tunic activates. Viscerous activates, Scythe activates. All right, all right. I thought like, there was some really strange interactions that had to happen for us to lose there. But I think we're gonna be okay. So Calf Mel heals 3, that gets him to 4. He takes 2 from Tunic. Scythe heals me 1. He'll take 2 from Tunic. We get to cast out a Viscerous. And then my opponent has to expend 2. They cast Exultus out. Volcaries beats the Exultus. Astrabit swings for game. So I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we got this. I think we got this. All right, there's the Exultus. Volcaries hits the Exultus. He has 1 spirit left. I don't think there's any way he wins here. If he had Tsunami, he would have used it already. So I think we can drop a good game. It's an Argo. Wait a minute. Oh. Yeah, we're good. This Tunic that was bugged. Almost. We got it. We got it. Volcaries deals the final blow. Take it. All right. Where are we at? 9th still. We're still 9th. But a win puts us, I think, to 6th. Which is really tempting, because I would like to be here. Oh, wow. Jack has worked his way all the way up. He's all the way up 1. We played him earlier a couple times. I have been watching some baseball, yeah. Yeah, you do get more points if you get a win streak. All right, let's see how this one goes. We've been on a nice tear. I think we're 9-1. You could argue it would be 10-0 without a bug. So, feeling good. Feeling good today. A lot better day today than yesterday. Yesterday we were getting kind of wrecked. Oh, we got Law. All right, this will be a good one. This will be a good one. That's a hand we're keeping. Good luck, Law. So Law actually built this deck, which is really funny. So he knows it. I took the deck right from him. I don't know if he's gonna realize that, or how long it's gonna take him to realize that. Hopefully a while. I don't want him to know. Let's see what we're gonna find here. What's up, Tyler? Ooh, a lot of good stuff, a lot of good stuff. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take that. We're gonna set that down. Okay. That feels good to me. Good turn. Good turn for us. Feeling good about our options. Feeling good about our options. He's a great player, though, so. Okay, so he's going Peliquarius. Honestly, kind of thinking we just stop him in his tracks right now. Because I feel like he's going to want to Zeus me down. Yep. Pass the chain. If he puts him in attack position, that tells me he's looking to Zeus me down. So I'm just going to go for it right now. I'm going to stop his attack. Or stop his search. This is a bit of an aggressive play for me. I usually don't make this type of a play. But I think he's got Zeus, and that's exactly what he's trying to set up right now. So now the question is, does he have Gorgon's Gaze? We're gonna find out. That's a beautiful draw as well. We're gonna go Kinleo. Get our Kinleo out. All right, and then we're gonna go Necklace with 2 fire. And we're gonna put it on, I think we put it on the Astrabit, right? Just in case. Yeah, because if he's gonna Gorgon, so Gorgon's the Kinleo. I think you put it on the bunny. Now we're gonna use Kinleo's effect to Nexus. And we're gonna Nexus these spirits onto the Astrabit. And that will allow us to target and destroy the Peliquarius, which is what we're looking to do. And let's see if there's Gorgon's Gaze. No Gorgon's Gaze. Beautiful. Okay, we can set some back row, and now we can go on the offensive. Arcalit's not real. Let's see. Does he have Tsunami? Shield of Achilles? I wouldn't mind trading a shield here. Yeah, shield my rabbit. I'm okay with that. Honestly, not a big deal. I'm actually A-okay with that play. Hey, thank you, Tyler. Pretty close, Slim. Yeah, this guy's the same rank as me, pretty much. All right, let's see what we got here. It's gonna be Spectrus. All right, we gotta reconnect. See if we get back in. Nice. The reconnection's been really strong. I've never had a game like not allow me to reconnect. All right, we are going to pass. I'm gonna let the Spectrus sit here. It's showing him misenchanted, but he's not. We're gonna shield him now. Battle Cat, Elichick was really strong because of Zeus, and we announced that we're creating divine specific searchers for each divine instead of the generic one. Okay, not a great draw. I think we go aggro rabbit here either way, and hope we find another counter rune. I would love a Gorgons or a Shields. I'll take that. That should get me where I need to go, or no? I think it is what I take, but I don't think it gets me where I need to go. I think it is what you take, though. Maybe with PTA. I don't know. Not super sold. Definitely could have gotten something better there, but we'll make it work. Okay. Let me think. Spectrus is going to be a problem. Spectrus beats me because I already used my necklace. Spectrus again. Okay. So now I gotta decide. So he's a 4. I could PTA him down and guarantee that I KO him, but I don't know if that's the best decision. But I almost don't know what my other option is. It's a very tough call. I'm gonna do it. I don't think this is a good play, but I'm doing it anyway. I think this is like way overextending for this play. I think this is way overextending. Because Spectre still beats me. And he's gonna Zeus. Okay, so then it ends up being kind of even worse, I think. Because now he's gonna Zeus me down. I mean, I at least force the Zeus out of him. So now I'm a 0. He's gonna be a 3, but I cannot get over him. So I think I'm losing Kinleo either way. Okay, it's what it is. I have to just let it go down. The Spectres will be cleared in the end phase, so it's not terrible. All right, so we're gonna get rid of the Spectres in the end phase. So I think my pattern was fine. The Zeus, I forgot that he had Zeus from turn 1. That's useless. I don't have any more Thunder to enchant Astrabbit with, which is terrible. I think I have to expend the draw, which is really rough. That's a great draw, though. I think we just go for the attack here. Actually, I think we just switch to defense and make him Zeus me down. I don't really like it, but I also don't think I have a better decision. Ah, I needed another Thunder Spirit. That's rough. Or an Ambrosia would have helped me there. Let's see if he draws an Elestral. He does. It's the Galaxy. Okay. So we kind of saw this one coming. So I make a mistake by not attacking. We do have an option to potentially Argo Scythe and save myself here. I just don't know if that's a good choice. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Ah, man. That's not gonna help me either. I don't want to deal with an altar. All right, we're kind of in a simplified board state, so I'm just gonna Earthquake. Mochi, this is Elestrals Clash, a brand new digital free-to-play client for my game Elestrals. You get every single card for free. All right, so we're kind of hoping that he is gonna not run into any Elestrals. We're in a tough spot. Man, a Thunder Spirit would have gone such a long way. I think he's gonna have an Elestral. Let's see. Thinking. Yeah, this is rough. This is definitely rough. He does have it. It's Exaltus. Okay. He's gonna use Zeus to Zeus me down. Smart. He is gonna take me out here as well. Yeah, I can't do anything to that. All right, we need to top deck an Elestral real bad. That's not it. That's it late. That's it, but late. Bummer. All right. Not good. I think we're gonna lose this one. I think we lost this one. And he's got the Ascension into Drake. Oh yeah, that's really rough. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's any way for us to win. I need an Ambrosia. That's my only win con at this point is an Ambrosia. Thanks, random. Yeah, we need Ambrosia. I just tossed away my only water left, so I need Ambrosia to be able to cast Galaxy to pressure the Draco Ray. There's 3 in my deck, so 3 out of 26. That ain't it. That's GG's. Yeah, I got nothing. Drawing into 2 Wasp Ivy, less than ideal. We'll hit him with the good game, and we will concede. GG's, man. Tough player. I used his deck. Thanks for the deck. What are you going to do? Actually, I kind of want to cancel Q. Take a break. All right. Well, I got code season, so we're playing another one. Just kidding. The goal is to get it caught up to the physical game, Ruga. It's just going to take us some time to get there. But the goal is to get the game caught up to the physical game. So we're about halfway there. But the team is adding new cards every few weeks, so we're getting there. Okay, so they are running Morfrost. They are running a Morfrost deck. So we got to keep an eye out on that. And they're Snowlit. Oh, yeah, this is fun times. Avalanche, Morfrost, Cedar Soar. They are on Blizztrix. So you guys get to see Blizztrix. Blizztrix is a really strong deck that revolves around utilizing powerful Elestrals like Cedar Soar that can be cast to the field. Scythe is nice. Okay, so there's a really wild play where I go Astrabit, Torch, Scythe, beat the Snowlit. That's a terrible decision, though. But it's kind of fun. It's terrible because I know my opponent is going to be able to stop that on the next turn. Like, they're gonna be able to beat me with Morfrost, so I don't want to invest all that energy into that card right now. Ooh, that's tough. I think we want this. I think we want this. Although this is good too. Both are good. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Actually, I think I take this. I think I take this. That's a tough call. That was a really tough call, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those calls where it may make or break the game, but like whether I'm able to win the game or not, but let's see. Oh, nice, Steve. Nice, nice. All right, there's the Morfrost. So this is the Morfrost annoyance. Yeah, this is your list, bro. What's up, Law? GG's, man. I had Argo face down, but I had nothing else that I could use with it, so it was a little rough. All right, there's the Lycan. Okay. Cedar Soar is going to attack. All right, so we don't care too much about the Cedar Soar. We're gonna take the Lycan hit. We're gonna take the Morfrost hit. Let's see. I'm gonna take the Snowlit hit. And we'll shield the Cedar Soar. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. We're gonna have to try to come back now. I would love a Cyanectar. A Cyanectar would be so nice right now. That ain't it. But it's not bad either. Alright, so we're gonna Galaxy. We're gonna swap some stats around. We're gonna set this face down. And we're going to enter battle phase and take out the Snowlit. That's the biggest threat on the field. And we'll end there. All right, let's see what my opponent's gonna do. We're not in the best spot. A lot of the cards in my hand aren't really doing anything for me right now. But my opponent also hasn't shown any back row, so if we can find a Cyanectar, we're gonna be in good shape. Wait, what? Oh, they had Blizzard. Oh, wow, I didn't even see the Blizzard. That must have happened on the disconnect. That's problematic. Not that I was doing anything about it anyway. And here comes Asprowl. Yeah, oy. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. Okay, so what do I need? I need a Volcaries. And he hits the BlueStacks and the Cedar Sword. That's game. That's game. Maybe not. Maybe not game. I need a Cyanectar. If we get a Cyanectar, we can still win this. We can still win it if we get a Cyanectar. This might be game. This might be game. This might be game. And there's the BlueStacks. The big boy. My opponent finds all the things to do the BlueStacks thing. They hit the blues. Yeah, I like that law. And now we're taking 6 damage. All right, so what do I need right now? I need Cyanectar. Oh my gosh, forget about it. Honestly, that may be to my advantage. But I need to draw an Elestral real bad. I need to draw an Elestral real bad right now. This is interesting. Okay, wait, he rise but didn't get anything? He had nothing to rise? Wait a minute. I need to draw an Elestral so badly right now. Okay, we need to take, we're gonna take a Thunder, and we're gonna take an Earth, and we're gonna take a Fire. That feels good. I have to take a lot of different spirits here. Okay, I need to make sure that I am mindful of all the spirits that I leave left. I want to keep a Galaxy. I probably don't need that many Fires. Oh, I have an Ambrosia, so that gives us an option to come back. Okay, so we can take 2 Earths here. Or an Earth and a Fire. Okay, give me Galaxy, give me Cyanectar, give me Cyanectar. Give me Cyanectar. Brother. I don't get anything. I don't get a single thing, dog. I don't get a single thing. I don't have a single Elestral to play. Oh, it's the next card! 3, 4, 5, 6. I lost. It was the next card. We'll play just in case. Maybe I can get him to do some bait shenanigans. Oh, dude, the next card, brother. That's such a bummer. So I'm taking 6. Yeah, I lost. I need to draw Ambrosia. I need to draw Ambrosia. There, Ascend into Cedar Soar. Okay, so we have a win con, I think, still. You had game, didn't you? What do you mean? I didn't have game, brother. I didn't have any. I had to expend the draw that turn, man. I expended the draw and I drew into Cyanectar. I think my opponent just threw. Oh, they're afraid of shield. Did they just throw? All right, what do I do? I have a torch. I have a PTA. I tunic. The cedar soar. He can't do... He can actually destroy me. He has enough. Do I have enough to beat the BlueStacks? I'm 8. He's a 10. I can get to 10 and destroy him. I think I win. Do I win? If we tunic the BlueStacks down to 10... Oh, I don't have enough spirits to do all that, so it doesn't matter. All right. I don't have enough spirits, I don't think. Yeah, I can't play Scythe and... Oh, wait, can I crash into BlueStacks? No. That's not gonna do it either. I don't think I can win. I think I need one more spirit. That was close. Ah, so close. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to win. I don't think I'm missing anything. I think I just can't win. I needed like a few more spirits. Yeah. Ah, so close, man. So close. GG's. It was a good game. It was a good game. I can't be mad. It was a close one. That was a close one. You have to click the top left corner, Ronin, to select your deck. Maybe they'll misplay. I don't know. There's BlueStacks effect. That's the right choice. And that pops my Wasp Ivy for game. Ah, so close, man. I needed the Cyanectar one turn earlier, bro, and we win the game, and I expected to draw into it. So close. So close. Is there anything I could have done? Yeah, I can't even play it. I don't think there was, I mean, at the late game state, I don't think there was anything I could have done. That was a GG. That was close. Our top spot, we're slipping. I'm 13th now. Look at my boy Magnitude 19th. We were closing into the top 10, but we've slipped a little bit. We slipped a little bit. I'll be right back. All right, I'm unmuted now. Okay, where are we at? It's 3. Let's see here. We're gonna pull the shipwreck board. That ain't it. Don't forget, guys, you can download Elestrals Clash for free right now on Steam. Every single card in the game is free, guys. So you should take advantage of that and play. Oh, I got an Exaltus. That's a cool card. I know. I haven't been able to pull the board yet, KG. That's not the red Exaltus. This one. Oh, the Stellar one's in there? I didn't even know that. You were the Blizz. Hey, Coat. Yo, GG's, man. That was a great game. That was a great game. I expected to draw that turn, and I drew in the Cyanectar. I needed one more turn early. I was so close, but you played really well, man. Out of keys. All right. We're gonna go Rummagem. I think that tweak is smart. I like the idea. Rummagem's good. All right, we got Ari, the penthouse. What do we got here? Not a good hand at all. Yeah, we have to mulligan that. That ain't it. A little better, not amazing, but we'll keep it. All right, so I think Ari might be the #1 player right now, or top 5 probably. Very good player. Came top 3 of our biggest event ever. Hey, sounds good, Cassius. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, 2 back row. Expend the draw. Sorlid, yeah, a lot of pigs, man. Everybody's running pigs right now. A lot of pigs. Lavalid is cool. I'm gonna expend the draw. I like that too, actually. All right, I don't hate what I have. I got some good stuff here. I'm gonna have to slow play a little bit, but we've got some pretty good pieces. Thank you, Coat. That's so kind of you, man. He's gonna expend the draw as well. We'll let him have it. All right, so we're gonna basically look to bait the Gorgons now, I think. I don't know, maybe I just draw Astrabbit. I really want a Cyanectar Poison Tunic. But I feel like I'm gonna get Gorgon's Gazed, and then what do? I Earthquake. I think we still do it. I don't know how it's gonna go. We'll give it a shot. We'll see if it works. If it works, we're like in a great spot. If it doesn't work, it's sad times. I think we're gonna get Gorgon's Gaze though. This one right here. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? All right, we're gonna Ambrosia off the Tunic. And we're gonna get some spirits back. And I think I Earthquake the Sorlet, dude. That seems like a terrible play. No, I think we just let it be. I gotta let it be. I hate it. I hate it. My opponent still has to be mindful of potential Argo here, but yeah, just... I had a play where I could Earthquake and then on the following turn respond, but that just feels like a really poor decision. They're gonna expend the draw. Okay, interesting.
pretty tempted to shield here, but I don't think that's the play. No. Let's grab it. Oh, beautiful draw off the top. Run it back. Run it back. All right, let's see if we can make this one work. Does he have 2 Gorgon's Gaze? Don't you dare. The fact that he's thinking as long as he is makes me think that maybe he doesn't have the Gorgon's Gaze this time. He doesn't. All right. It's a miracle. All right, we get Waspivy out. That's what we're aiming for. So that's a good start for us. We're not out of the woods yet, but it's a good place to be. It's gonna get the game a little closer. We have some pretty good power cards in our hand, so. All right, so we beat the Sorlet. He takes 1 spirit of damage from the Sorlet, and then Tunic will cause him to take 2 more spirits. So he's gonna take 3 spirits here, and we're gonna be tied. The problem that I'm faced with is any number of cards beats me right now. There's a lot of cards that beat me right now. Galaxy is one. There's quite a few things he can do that'll destroy my Waspivy here. But if somehow he doesn't destroy my Waspivy, we're in an incredible spot. So I think he has Sorlet position change as an option. It's Galaxy. Okay, so he does have the Galaxy. That's kind of the one you expect to see. He's going to be able to swap our stats here. So he does make me a 1 attacker now. But we've been holding our Shield of Achilles this whole time. Let's go. Okay, that's really big. That's really, really big. That's really big. Oh, and the Rummy. And the Rummy. The new Rummy edition. Rummy's so big. What am I grabbing with Rummy, though? This? Do you take Viscerous here? I think you take Viscerous here. The alternative option is Equalinks, but I don't have Nexus Bank, so I think you take the Viscerous. It's so good. I think setting a back row is a mistake at this stage of the clash. So I'm just gonna rock with it. I don't need to bait anything. I'm not gonna pretend like I have something that I don't. I'm just gonna hit him for 3. That's quite interesting. We're in a position where he can Sorlet flip the board on us now, which isn't as concerning. I've got a pretty good hand. They're working on it right now, Spanky. He's got a lot of cards in hand. I'm sure he's got Ambrosia. So we're probably gonna see the Ambrosia. How to play, it's iOS and Android devices, or I'm sorry, iOS and Android is later this year. We're on Steam for free right now, and there's a tutorial, Simon, so join the fun, man. Okay, so Galaxy is his counter. He does have an Ambrosia, that's to be expected. Galaxy is his way to beat Waspivy, which is fine. That's what we're expecting him to play. He grabbed a Wind for Sorlets. So we could go Sorlet into Ramajam. He's gonna go big, oh, okay. So this is a good play on his part. He's gonna be able to Sorlet, position change my Waspivy to defense, take me out, and then special cast into Cryzor and clear my field. So it's a good turn for him. I have answers, so I'm not as concerned as I might otherwise be. Because Waspivy's gonna burn him for 3 spirits here, which I don't know if he knows. He probably does. But that's a lot of damage. That's some big damage right there. And he may not have Cryzor as well. I think he probably does.
He does not have it. Okay. That's a great draw for us as well. I'm okay slow playing right now, I feel like. Viserys is really good here. I can crash into Sorlet and force some back row. I think either way, we're pushing a lot of back row here. I'm going for it. Gorgon's Gaze would be the play to stop Viserys here, or a potential shield. It's Tsunami, okay. Not the end of the world. We can work with that. This is a close one. He's got a lot of cards in hand. I'm worried about more Ambrosias. That's really the thing that's gonna make this tough for me, is if he heals more. If he doesn't see Ambrosia, then I like the position we're in. It's gonna be Sorlet, Champion of Aeolus. Okay, that's the thing that we don't want to run into right now. Although, do you let him have it? I kind of think you do, right? I kind of think you do. I kind of think you just let him have it. What's up, Pokestar? Given my hand, I'm gonna let him have it. This is a tough call, but I think it's the right play. I think it's the right play. It's a very tough call, but I do think it's the right play. There's the Cryzor. He's gonna get it out. I'm gonna take 2 spirits. This is close. This is so close. He says, ugh, error. Oh, did he mess up? Oh, he messed up. That actually makes my life easier. Lobolith comes down. It's gonna beat down the back row. Let's see what it is. A shield would be nice. It's a shield. Huge. I still think I saved my EQ here. We have enough spirits that I'm not super concerned. Although I guess you could argue I just Ambrosia now with a fire. And we're gonna grab 2 earth and a fire. Okay. I really want to make sure we win this one. We're so close. We're so close. Philium, I love that you're running Mill. Mill is so fun in Elestrals. I'm a big fan. All right, this is going to come down to the wire. Does he have Ambrosia off the top ropes? Ambrosia off the top. No, it's Galaxy Whale. All right, now is when we Gorgon's Gaze. Stop his effect. And we're at a point now where even if he had Zeus, he would need Zeus and Ambrosia. He has the Zeus. Oh, tell me he has Zeus and Ambrosia though. No, he's just gonna take me out. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. He can't use his effect. This is... I need to draw an Elestral. He gets Sorlet. I need an Elestral so bad. Or Tunic. Give me a Tunic. Did I use both my Tunics? PTA. Oh, I think we win, though. I think we win. Earthquake. Earthquake the Sorlet. Cyanectar Crash. Galaxy. And we win. Woo! Set the PTA, although it doesn't matter. Cyanectar. Cyanectar Crash Galaxy. That's game. Oh, man. Yeah, definitely DM it to me, man. Let's go! GG's, brother. Oh, man. That was a good one. So Ari is the number 3 player, guys. So far we've held our own today, and we are in top 10. We're taking a screenshot of that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep up with you guys. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep up with y'all. So that's where we're gonna stop the count. We're stopping the count. It bugged. You didn't have a Wind Spirit in your deck. So Ari, I don't know if it was gonna matter. I was actually letting you get it. I don't know. Maybe it mattered, maybe it didn't. I know you bugged. I was gonna Earthquake your Cryzor once it hit the field there. So I don't know how the last couple turns would have played out, but I saw that you did bug. Sorry about that. So how can you download this? It is on Steam for free. It's on Steam for free. All right, let's Gaiazo this. We're gonna screenshot that we are top 10 because we're not gonna stay there forever. Like I said, I can't keep up the grind with some of you young kids. One more game. No, I'm ending on that note. That was a good note to end on. We finish 11-3. One of the games was a bug, so you could say 12-2. What's up, Danny boy? But I'm a happy guy. I'm a happy guy. I got my top 10 for today. I'm not gonna be able to keep this rank for long. I think the others will pass me. But we will fight back again tomorrow for more games, I think. I've got work to do. I'm going to bounce out there, guys. You guys can download Elestrals Clash for free right now on Steam. Go play. Download it for free. Every card's free. And I'll be back more tomorrow, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys later. Let me see if there's any other streamers to raid. We should totally start raiding streamers. At least on Twitch, right? Let's see if anyone else is streaming Clash right now. I just followed the Clash category. You would think they'd put it right in front of me. Let's see if anyone's streaming Clash. I think I just clicked on the wrong channel. Elestrals Clash. Who else is streaming? We got Appa's playing and Lily Buiz. And 1S Plays. Let's raid 1S Plays. I like 1S Plays a lot.
Well, I don't want to face you.
Go raid 1S Plays, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna see you guys later. Raid 1S Plays.
You're just trying to have like
see
a
if
nice
that's how we do it.
play session.
See you guys on YouTube as well. Bye, guys.
Well, there's a mulligan there, so
Did the raid work?
could be